Welcome to Elite Encounters. I'd like to give a special welcome back to the Elite. Yes, that's you, our awesome subscribers and followers here on Twitch and YouTube. We'd like you guys to take a look at our channel, check out the links there, our website and Patreon and such, and also that fantastic subscribe or follow button. Hit that and you too can become one of the Elite. We have just come back from PopCon. Bloodlords was yesterday, but oh man, PopCon was amazing, right guys?
Absolutely.
Like we're kind of all over the place. It was an absolute blast. Hopefully some of you from PopCon are out there right now joining us for the first time, because we had a lot of new people swing by and jump in and check us out. Lots of bar fights for bonding. We saw a lot of bonding, even when, you know, the big prize is on the line. I think every single one of the championship games ended in a hug, right?
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
pretty amazing.
Several of them did, yeah. That was...
You know, you gotta have the bar fight and then you gotta hug it out. That's how that works, right? Every time. So, guys, again, take a look there. Thank you for all of you that did come out to PopCon and see us. It was wonderful to meet some of you, and I hope you definitely enjoyed your own Elite encounter with bar fights for bonding.
And if you just real quick, if you are from PopCon, just throw a little heart down in the chat so we can know you're there.
Absolutely. Yeah, let us know you're there, because we would love to say hi.
Absolutely.
We are a little late starting here. We're having a few little technical difficulties, guys, but we're working it out. How are we sounding out there?
You sound great.
You sounding pretty good? Oh, I know you say I'm sounding good. Cyril sounds like ass. Okay.
Well, that's just...
He always
That's because
does.
he's an ass.
Well, I mean,
I say that with love.
Oh.
Wow.
Shots
Okay.
fired
you
already.
throwing your dice tray.
Rude.
Careful what you try to grab.
Bullshit button.
Just leave it there. She doesn't deserve it.
Watch out for the danger zone. Laura, how do we sound? Can you hear us pretty good? Does it sound pretty good out there?
This is complete bullshit.
Oh, I got you. Hold
Are
on.
you already starting in on her?
Oh, dude, I threw her dice tray on the ground.
Oh, I saw that part.
Yeah.
Just don't throw her other one.
No, I dumped all of her dice in the other one first.
Yeah, he did that like
you
10 to
imagine,
15
like,
minutes ago. So it's like he
throwing
was
all the
prepping.
dice?
Gotcha.
And she was sitting here not paying attention. I just grabbed her blue dice tray and just dumped all the dice
Overwatch,
in the
Laura
other one.
says we sound really good. Says sounds good.
All right.
So,
So, last time.
I don't like it, but we'll go with it.
okay. He's a bit of a perfectionist, our Overwatch god of technology, for those of you that don't know, and also another part of our cast.
You can
So-
fiddle with it and play with it for now.
You can blame Jinx if it sounds weird.
No, it's we touch stuff.
Yeah, we moved everything around. The entire studio has been moved around and adjusted a bit, guys.
No, I'm
So
right
bear with
there
us.
above Sunshine.
See that? I use my magic to bring it back.
Oh no! All right, guys. So here's the thing.
What side are you on anyway?
We did have a bunch of fun at PopCon. However, I want to what we do for here on Soul Severed is we focus these heroes at the table's memories in, and we're going back and kind of looking at their adventures. So here's the thing. I'm going to bring you guys back into the memory where we left off last week. So, as Esteban loves to hear, previously on Soul Severed, the party had finally finished up in Winterfoot, and Cyril had made a new baby vampire out of the island elf and found that she can't be in sunlight like he can. So they've got her traveling in a box at the moment. Well, bag of holding.
Not yet. She's going to get slathered with cocoa butter. It'll be just fine.
So I don't think that's the kind of tan she'll like.
Does that make her toasted?
So,
Can I borrow her for a minute?
No.
wow. I think she's considered part of the party now. So after
mind.
dealing with this new baby vampire and moving on the road toward their next icon, they're moving north. They're also going to try to find where this Blightstone was going to be dropped off from Winterfoot after they found a group of Charlotte's fiends out and about, which was where this elf came from. Her name was Kira. She was part of the group that was taking the Blightstone, and they were going to use it to help do something to aid the god of magic instead of the god of death. So, moving to go and see about that drop point and possibly intercept some more Blightstone, or maybe even Charlotte herself. Who knows if she's regenerated yet. The group continued on through the Harvest Coast, heading north until they came to a bridge that looked like it was under construction. Somebody else was crossing. There's only room for one cart. And it just kind of ended up one of those of flipping the bird at the wrong time or whispering something to a horse and baring your fangs and giving it a heart attack. Starts a fight.
Weird.
Someone
Imagine
had to deal with the
that.
horses and it
Somebody,
wasn't
you kill somebody's horse and they want to kill you right back. That seemed to be what happened and broke out here. And we literally stopped in the middle of the fight. I actually stopped on our fourth person in the initiative. I stopped right before Civil's turn. So what we're going to do here is we're going to focus right back in. And Civil, you were in a cloud of smoke. There's a 10-foot radius cloud of smoke around where you and Chevy are right now. And we actually have a cart. It's not painted. Sorry, guys. But we
Hey,
at least have some
A cart is
representation
better
on there.
than no cart.
And so they're up there.
You didn't have time to paint that today.
No, he didn't.
Barely had time to print it.
He printed it for me today. So
Okay, Doc Brown.
we're gonna jump right back in there with Civil's initiative. Civil.
Last I remember, Sunshine had screamed that this thing was biting her, and I know she yelled "bad touch." So my Sunshine sense is tingling, and I'm going to beat feet from where I am. I know Chevy was on the other side of me, so I will. I'm going to Sunshine, so he at least knows that I'm leaving.
Okay.
Because we can't see each other. And I'm going to run out in the general direction that Sunshine was making all of her noise and screaming and hollering. And
So leaping off the side of the cart, knowing you're a little bit above the ground.
Yep.
Go ahead and you want to give me acrobatics?
Yeah, I can give you one of
Or
those.
can you just hop down here?
Yep.
Sunshine, you gotta reroll.
I see that.
I gave you one.
19.
19, you're good. You hit the ground running, heading toward where you saw Sunshine last, and you get about right here and you can see. So you've got plenty of movement still to get over there. What would you like to do? Which one would you like to go for?
Did you just stop me where I could see?
Yes.
Okay, so this is still part of the first movement,
Yes,
right? Okay,
you have
great.
not used all your movement at all.
Love that for me. I'm going to go for the one that is closest to myself, closest to me, so like the backside by...
This one here?
Nope. Other side, closest to physically
to
me,
physically
yes.
you. Okay. All right.
My hope there is I can kind of flank with Sunshine.
Well, if you went to the other side, you could. Esteban is flanking with Sunshine right
I
now.
thought that was the bad guy. Damn it,
This
I'll go
is
to the other
Esteban.
side.
You got a
Yeah.
bad guy here, Sunshine, and then a bad guy.
Sorry, I'll go to the other side.
All right, so you're going to flank right here with Sunshine,
Sometimes Esteban does look like the bad guy.
I
and
mean,
Esteban, you are up after Civil.
I don't
so.
know.
never know.
I don't know that that's the truth, but you know it happens, I guess. All right, here we go. Got shit to do. Not like that.
Ooh,
That's a 29.
that will hit.
That was almost bad.
That was almost real bad.
That was almost real bad.
After all the shit I give Sunshine for shooting me with a crossbow, I would be the one that hacked her in half.
Gonna come over there and knock her out, huh?
It was almost.
16 and 9 is 28.
I only
And then
get
a
one,
D6.
guys.
So 28 slashing and 4 spirit damage.
28 slashing for spirit.
Jinx,
Yes.
it's a little out of focus. Can you focus on me? Because I'm the most important thing in the scene right now.
No.
Wow. All right.
Okay. So that's movements 1, attacks 1, and I'm going to essentially, I'm going to attempt to.
That's good.
Good job.
It looks better.
It just went back a little bit out of focus.
I'm going to demoralize the other one on the other side.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to refund Microwatch's donation because we can only have one active at a time.
That's a 33.
That will hit.
So they are frightened 1. Unless it's some kind of crit, but I doubt it.
33 Not a crit.
Okay.
Pretty close.
Okay.
All right, so frighten 1 on that one.
Frighten 1 on the one between Sunshine and Esteban.
That one's also enfeebled.
Great, love that for him.
Can we have a reminder of what Frighten does for the?
Yeah,
for the
sure.
component?
Frighten says you have numbers on your character sheet -1.
That's everything.
Pretty much.
Literally
Pretty much.
Every but age and height, right?
I mean, yes.
Pretty much everything is a -1 when you are frightened. And if you also happen to be drained,
Who's that?
it adds some -1s.
Right. I'm there. Okay.
Who's drained? I don't know.
My turn's over.
All right.
I only felt this once before.
All right, so
bet it felt
after
better than that.
several, that brings us to Esteban. You are flanking one of these things with Sunshine, not necessarily intentionally, it just kind of appeared. They keep popping through the shadows.
Yes.
These bitches need stitches.
So for me, if I remember, I'm there, and it looks like is there a skeleton behind me, or a skeleton mini?
The skeleton mini. It's more of a very, very thin, gaunt-looking vampiric.
Like Nosferatu
being.
level, like I haven't
Yeah,
eaten
kind of.
everything. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Like getting ready to fall to pieces type of deal.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to see the lay of the land here. And I was ill last week, and Civil was driving.
Hey, welcome in, Raiders. We're in the middle of a crazy combat.
Absolutely, Raiders. Welcome in.
Welcome. All right. So let me see. Okay. I am going to cast Rouse Skeletons, heightened, +2.
All right.
Hats.
Where are the most amount of bad guys?
So there are 2 by us, but then there's 2 inside their cart that are still on like the shotgun, like carriage part of the wagon.
The lady inside the cart is
buckboard.
especially
Not nice.
Not nice. She's a bard. And
Debuffing.
all
Everybody is still frightened 1 because you are still within 30 feet of her.
Okay.
I would put it under them.
Yes, that's fine. I'll place it there. Now, this spell, it's my spell, so it shouldn't affect me, or is it going to beat the hell out of me too? I've never actually.
It's a 10-foot radius, correct?
It does not discriminate.
Okay, so it just fucking hits everybody.
like
I'm going to
fireball.
put it in such a way that it'll wreck the bard and anyone else I can get without hitting my allies.
Well, that'd be hard to do. So
Fuck
do you
it, then
want
I'll just
to?
beat my ass with it.
You can hit Irnela, Chevy, and Azara, and get possibly 3 of them.
Better me than Sunshine, who will.
That's fair.
And do
Looking
they
at
have to
her.
actually be on the ground because they are in the cart?
Okay, I'll read the spell effect, and that'll
Go
be
ahead.
your call. Apologies. Let me go here. So, misshapen skeleton forms erupt from a solid surface.
Okay, so they're coming up out of the cart. Even.
They kind of, they just kind of appear. So it's like,
All right.
it's like cart-shaped skeleton things.
That works.
Which is
that for
Skeletal
us.
hands coming up out of
Yep.
the cart. Even. All right.
Subsequent rounds. First time you sustain the spell each round, you can move the area of skeletons up to 20 feet. And it does 3d6 slashing damage with a basic reflex to each creature in the new area. So, yeah, it's a 10-foot burst, 60 feet range, reflex, base for a minute.
So everybody in the initial range needs to make that save or take 3d6.
Ayla, Chevy, and Zara. All right.
Ooh,
Yep.
For the Wave of Despair, I do need your will save at the beginning to make sure that you didn't lose that last attack for being
What's
slowed.
your spell save DC?
The Wave of Despair, it's going to be on you, Chevy, and it was you, Chevy, Irnela. I believe that's it. Yeah.
Where is it listed? I always forget.
I better not.
On your spell.
I'm pretty
he's
sure you're
at
going to hit it.
27.
You're good with it.
Okay.
That's 35.
Yeah, you're fine.
5.
Well, that's my spell attack DC.
Yeah, so 35. I'll use Flashy Dodge to dodge out of the way of this and make it 37 for a critical success.
All right.
So you
So
take nothing.
you do not take
Okay,
anything.
Right.
So I
And with
have.
that, I can move up to half my movement. Since I have Panache, I can move it up to 20 feet, I believe is what it was, with that Flashy Dodge. Let me double check that real quick.
Okay. Irnela, what did you get on yours?
I got a 33.
That hits your DC, yes?
I rolled a.
No, I was talking to.
No,
I'm sorry.
My DC is a 27.
Okay.
So I succeed.
Yeah, you succeed.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, is my spells save DC? Yeah.
Yes. Succeed for half. What was the damage?
I haven't rolled that yet.
Okay, roll
Don't
damage.
roll it with that one.
Yeah, don't roll it with the
Well,
d20.
I was going to roll my own save because I'm standing in it too.
No, you are not.
Oh, well, I
You are outside the 10-foot burst.
10 feet.
My
is
goodness.
reaction, so I will stride up to 10 feet as part of my reaction here.
Okay. Where would
7
you like to
plus
stride?
6 is 13. That's full damage. So 13, 7 for half or 6? Stupid rounding.
6.
6.
Yeah. Sometimes you round down, sometimes you round up.
I'll just move closer to
Also,
Sunshine.
don't forget the hat. It gives +1s to stuff.
Yep.
And for my
Closer to sunshine.
Yeah, out of the cart and... as
So
close to
on the
Sunshine
other
as I
side
can
of your
get.
nail there.
Yeah.
All
so,
right.
do I see sunshine?
Yes, you are not inside of the smoke screen.
Sunshine
look
looks
fucked
really,
up.
really messed up now, right?
I look fucked up.
Oh yeah, very obviously.
I am activating my hat power,
Okay.
one of them.
Which one?
I am sacrificing 9 hit points to give her 18.
18
All
hit
right.
points back from the Esteban.
Hype train.
All right, the Veil
Hype
of
train.
Valor sending some. All right,
Hey,
guys.
thank you so much for the gift subs and the hype train. That rocks, guys. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
If you're new to the channel, hit that
Awesome.
follow button.
We love you.
Yeah. And we're just trying not to die here, right? This is, we're really
Gonna
sorry
try
we're
not
not
to
like
die.
glued to the chat.
Avery,
but this is
you
a
are
tense moment.
up
cleric's at 3
now.
health.
You are up now.
What'd you say?
Cleric's at 3.
Yeah, a cleric's at 3 hit
You
points.
can see
I'm at
you're
21
outside.
now.
Chevy, you are outside the smoke area now because it was from the passenger. Yes, you are outside of it. Avery, you are outside of it. Do you have one more or no?
Question.
Yes.
I was wondering, was it like a magical effect that went off?
It was a versatile vial that also has a smoke bomb within it.
Does that allow the reaction, like no spell? Would that work with that?
Does that work against alchemists throwing bombs?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
believe so.
No.
I was just curious. I wasn't here to
it doesn't.
ask
It's
the
okay.
reaction, but maybe if Barnabas
all right.
is watching, he could tell us. That'd be cool. Or
I
a
have
rules
an-
lawyer
I
out
have
there.
I have the feeling it's going to be a no. Sorry.
That's fine.
That's-
It's good to know. I
That's
don't
going to
know.
be a no, actually.
It's gonna be an actually.
Actually,
No, actually.
you're dumb.
And you're done.
All right. Sibril, did you add your extra D10 poison, by the way? You also had the poison damage that
sure as hell did
Avery
not.
put on your
They
weapon.
needed to succeed a DC or fail a DC 27 saving
Yeah.
throw for that.
Yeah, that is a fail.
That's 10 damage.
10 more to that one.
Hey, high five for your poison.
All right. And
It's caught under my blanket pillow.
No, she was just shocked. I was trying to give her some, props.
I know, right?
it's
You're always
all good.
bullying me.
It's my job.
all right, is that it's not just a one hit. That spell lasts for a little bit.
So at the next round, they make the save again, and if they fail the save,
on your weapon, how long is your weapon
just
poisoned?
once I swipe, it goes
Okay.
in, and then that
So
person
that's
is
yours.
infected, and then at the end of their next round, they make the save again. If it fails, it escalates to the
No,
next.
I know how the poison
Okay,
works.
yes.
I'm talking
It's
about
just-
on your weapon.
Yeah,
You
once.
don't have
It's
it
gone.
anymore.
Nope,
Okay.
just once.
All right, so I'm gonna take that off there. And I know somebody else used theirs.
It's-
It was
It's the damage and they're enfeebled, is that correct?
Yes.
Enfeebled 1?
Yeah,
if they failed to save, yes.
yeah. So-
Chevy, you had it on there too. Were you the one that used it already?
I had used it already.
Yeah.
And so
because
that's-
you're the one that enfeebled the other one.
Yeah, that's both of them by Sunshine that are enfeebled, correct?
Actually, You have they are both enfeebled.
Great, love that.
All right, so that one's enfeebled. All right, so
That's right, Case. Let's
we are
run that
at
train,
you,
buddy.
Avery.
No.
What would you like to do?
No.
I want to grab the bard with Grasp of the Deep.
Okay, you need to make me a flat check as she's inside of that smoke area.
Right, and she needs to make a will save.
Okay, you need to roll a flat check of 5 to be able to actually
So higher than
target
a
her.
5.
19.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can target her. All right, grasp of the deep. She needs to make a. You said
Will.
will save. All right. That would be a 29 from her. Is it a basic save for half? Irnela, just a reminder, you are also crying uncontrollably. You are slowed.
I'm
one.
slowed, frightened, and sobbing.
Yeah.
The slowed is for an entire minute, too.
She takes half damage.
Okay. What is the damage?
Fantastic.
Those of us that were frightened have to make that save on our next turn.
No,
Not be
there's the
slowed?
wave of despair.
Oh, okay.
As long as
it's
we're
only
within
the
30
one.
feet.
That
Wave of despair was something different. That was an actual casting, not
Oh, okay.
not a bardic.
Gotcha.
So, well, they're both cast, but either
So
way.
she'll take 13.
13. That's the half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woohoo! That's good damage.
All
half.
right. Double checking that. All right. That. How many actions was that, Avery?
That was 2 actions. I'm gonna use the last one to
Sunshine, you're up next.
call Azara back away from her and behind me.
All right. Zara's not exactly happy about it, but she will back up. And I believe she's going to fall off the cart now. No, she's not. All right. So you want her behind you?
Yes.
All right. She comes back, and behind you, she is definitely ignited. You can see her fire come out of that smoky area before she does. All right. That brings us to
Laura,
Sunshine.
stop it.
Okay. Thank you, Esteban, for the little help there. But I'm just going to top this off just a little bit. I am casting a 2-action heal on myself.
Bring the pain.
All right.
This is no pain. This is
pain,
all
no gain.
healing.
Unpaying yourself.
You come up to my elbow, by the way.
I'll hop on that. Somebody's
I?
getting a gift sub from me.
Let's
here,
go.
guys.
Okay,
There
so
you go.
I'm healing
your hat.
myself for
Your hat comes up
64.
You're on that silly
All
streak.
right.
Well over my hit point total.
All right.
And then the one in front of me, I am going to go ahead
Which
and
one? You're being flanked.
the one in front of me. I had one facing me.
I mean,
I did.
So between me and you, or between you and Esteban?
yeah.
The one between me and you is going to be fucked anyway. So,
So you're
the one
going for the
between
one
me and
bet-
Esteban.
okay.
I mean, I probably believe.
All right. Going for that one.
Yes. And oh. I can't remember if I pulled my katana or not.
I believe you did.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I'm pretty sure I did too.
It's also coated in poison.
That is one thing I did not.
is-
yes, and it is
that is
coated in
true.
poison. That I have on here.
However, I seriously doubt that a 15 is going to hit them.
No,
Get
that
that
is
reroll.
not.
You do have a
I
reroll.
do have a reroll. I'm going to go ahead and use that
There we go.
because I want to hit it.
I want you to hit it.
Oh, look at him being encouraging. Sunrose so adorable.
How about a 28?
A 28 will hit.
There we go.
Oh, ew.
Okay,
No,
it's only
it's-
going to take
Stream.
11 points of damage.
Okay.
No, wait. It's 10. Sorry.
And they've
No,
got to
it is
survive
11.
the poison.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, and the poison. Is that a D10 you said?
They need to do a DC 27.
27.
Yeah.
And that is a fortitude, correct?
Yes.
That is a 35. That will make that.
So no poison damage? Or
It's a
half?
basic save for half, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a D10?
Yes.
I believe so.
Oh, well, take 3 more. So I slice my beautiful gold and silver katana across this skeletal vampire thing that probably, well, they both bit me, but yeah, not so good.
One of them actually drained.
Yeah,
Only 3.
All right.
and that's my turn.
That brings us to Chevy.
Chevy's going to. How close am I to the bard?
Like our bard or
Not
their
our
bard?
bard, their bard.
Probably about 10 feet, if you're guessing, if she hasn't moved
Okay.
Considering you're
Oh, she was
just
in
outside
that.
the cloud, and she's
Right.
inside
She's
of it.
concealed inside of it. Well, I'll go after someone I can see then.
Okay.
I'll go for the one between Sunshine and Esteban there.
Go for it.
I'm gonna move in. So first action is just stride up to them.
Okay.
Kick his ass.
Second action, I'm just gonna do a basic strike here. Well, that's a 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
All right.
Love it.
Just casual. Oh, this is just the basic strike, so it was the 2d6 plus 8. That's not great. That's 13 damage there. 13 piercing damage. And then with my last move, I'm going to do my confident finisher.
All right.
So, oh, that's a 3. That's not going to do it. That's a 17
Which you got to beat their.
AC.
Oh, yeah, no. That's a critical fail.
All right.
All right, so is that going to end your turn, Chevy?
Yeah, that's all my actions.
Hey,
All right.
Could you do me a favor and could you move his mini where it belongs?
Yes, I can. Well, that's. Are you moving over there?
Yeah, I had to stride toward
Yeah,
them.
you're striding over here. You're right here, on top of that guy.
Yeah.
Leaning over him with your 8-foot tall
8
figure.
foot tall mini. his rapier that's twice the size as my upper torso.
Look, it's not. It
Our
isn't
swords are the
a
same size,
okay?
Cyril.
It is their bard's
wow.
turn.
It's really
Wow,
just how
really?
you use it. Yeah, it's just how
Yeah.
you use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Your frightened one will go away.
Remember, he could just go.
My frightened one will go away.
Everybody's frightened
Oh.
one goes
Love
away.
it. Love it.
Great.
Really?
Yep, she's not going to sustain that.
I'm
That's
down
terrible.
for that.
Give me a second here.
Yeah, that crunchy sound. Yeah, that's her dice.
God, that sounded awful.
Oh, her digging through her dice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jinx is over there like freaking out. He's like, "What the hell is that sound?" Look,
Sorry.
I told you getting drunk before, like a hangover, is the best thing for a sound guy because you hear everything and it makes you mad.
That's the best thing, is to be mad.
That's
no,
what you said.
because they hear everything. Because
They hear
everything gives them a headache. Look, I've
Okay.
made film. It works. Sound people go out and get smashed, or they come back hungover. They do a better job.
I don't want to know about the film you've created.
You.
All
It's-
right.
It's quality entertainment. It's
think-
not bard level entertainment.
I think your definition of quality and my definition of quality are not the same.
Only bards.
All right. I need.
Look, we need that on a shirt.
From the beginning.
Let me get
many
my
shirts.
flat check here. That's a 17. I need several to make me a fortitude save.
Versus?
It is versus, what is that? It's not emotional. It's not
you just-
mind control.
If you
I
read
don't
me the
like that
tags
sound.
on it, I'll just.
Concentrate and manipulate.
Okay. Fort save?
Yes.
You got it.
Sounds familiar.
That is a 29.
I believe that will make it. That is a success. Yes, that is a success, but not a critical success.
Sure.
You are slowed for 1 round.
Okay. Love that.
All right. And then next up, this one's nice and hidden. I need to know everybody's perception DCs, please.
25.
26.
27.
28.
Anybody got a 29?
Going once, going twice.
She
No.
usually has the highest.
No, perception DC, hon. Add 10 to your perception. What is it?
29.
Yep, see, there it is.
Look,
And
look,
yours is lower than that?
I'm
Yes?
at 25.
Okay.
Couldn't go 20.
All
should've
right.
started.
That will beat you guys' perception DC. So they are definitely unobserved coming out of there. All right.
Let me know when it's the bard's turn again.
The bard just went.
Did they sustain their spell?
No.
No.
The
That's why
frightened
the
ones-
frightened came off.
The frighten came off.
All right.
All right. And Is
Yes, I know what it
their turn. That brings us to the top of the order, and the two that have their natural 20 that are right there flanking Sunshine. This one right here disappears
That's helpful.
for one action. It appears flanking Several.
That is not helpful.
All right, flanking Several, we will go for an attack. That is. Gotta get through all these papers. That is a natural 1.
That's a critical failure. I get to strike back.
All right, go for it.
Die.
Kill it.
As
Punch it in the face.
falls on his ass.
Set it on fire.
Oh.
Set it on fire.
Is there a critical fail where they just die?
36.
36 will hit. Not a crit. Oh, wait.
Even with them on the ground?
Yeah.
No, still not a crit.
He's prone or off guard.
Even with his fearment.
Oh, he is.
And
Enfeebled.
It is a crit.
he has enfeebled and
Yeah.
fear.
Enfeebled does not affect his AC. It is strength-based things, like damage and such. So, but yes, it is a crit because he is frightened 1. So there's that.
How many dice do you roll on your crit, Several?
2.
Oh.
Kill it with fire.
So that's 25 slashing damage.
Did you remember your bard?
27. 27 slashing damage. And 8 spirit damage.
You kicked him in the spirit? That's rude.
Right.
I did.
I'll do it again.
I will do it
All
again.
right.
Who's got spirit?
I've got
All right.
spirit.
Yes,
Usually
we
liquor
do.
store does.
There's that one. Is going to.
How
get
much
up
damage did I say for the slashing?
27.
27.
It's double that.
It was
That's
25 doubled plus the 2.
yeah. So
Okay.
it's 27 doubled.
26.
Okay, so he's not getting back up.
Okay, great.
So he's not getting
He's
back
staying.
up.
He's staying on the ground.
I literally, I was like, "There's no way." I literally rolled max
on the
damage,
ground.
and then
Hang on, let me
like, "There's
see
no
here.
way that it was just 20."
So,
25.
can we do the describe what happens
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
he finishes him
Yes.
type
So,
thing?
so
Go ahead and end him.
he flashes out of existence, and having seen this one time before, he flashes out of existence, and I turn as I just rotate my body, and I just stick my sword, and he just materializes around the end of
Oh,
my
that was
sword,
amazing.
and then I
Oh,
pull the
nice.
sword out of
But I
him.
see it
But
as
that's
I'm in a
he-
cloud.
As he's like attempting to swing, and just kind of his body slumps off the ground.
He
off to the
slumps
ground.
off to the ground right there. This one just appears right there. Doesn't seem to want to take a step. It just shadow in and out. And that one is going to only hit at 22 with its first attack.
That's a miss.
Second attack is going to be, that would be a 38 minus 5, 33.
That'll hit.
Ooh. Oh my. I mean, I'm okay that I'm not the target, but I don't like the fact that they can hit you. That's not good.
That is. There's only 10 points of slashing and piercing.
Love that.
And
10
then.
points each or 10 points for both types?
No, 10 period. 10 period.
okay.
Just kind of a mixture, a combination of the
Sure.
two. All right, and then that will end its turn. That brings us to the big guy up in the cart. Hang on a second. Let me erase
skeleton.
that.
Big
Brute.
skeleton guy
Uh-huh.
that hit me at the beginning of combat because
Broke all your bones.
he hurt.
Yes.
He hurt, but
The
they
big
hurt more.
brutish thing. It's the more you look at it, it looks more like almost like a golem made into look like a skeleton. It is just hardy, thick bones coming at you guys.
Love it.
And that one is going to head towards Several as well. It's just gonna
My
hop out
milkshake
here.
brings all the dead
It
things
almost
to
lands on Irnayla. And then comes storming over here to right here.
Now,
Not quite being flanked by you two, but kind of close.
Fee fi fo fum.
And I don't know if that's gonna hit. Let's see. That is swings that big club it's got. That is going to be a 32.
That hits.
All right. Gonna make the noise digging through my dice again. Sorry. Not
Set
really.
those out on
I gotta
the
get in my mimic. Its mouth. All right. That is a total of 22 points of bludgeoning damage. And what is your...
Got it.
I need what? Your fortitude DC up for a shove, because that comes with this.
28.
All right, so that is a athletics of 32.
Okay.
So you are shoved 5 feet. He's going to shove you that way. Might as well shove
Okay.
you over toward him. He just hits the club this way, bringing you, swinging over to that way. Your ears are kind of ringing a little bit from that hit.
Sure.
And his second one.
What a bitch.
Second one, he's going to swing that club again, and that would be a 34.
If it's me. Is he hitting me?
Yes.
Okay.
That is 19 more points of bludgeoning damage, and
Got
going
it.
for that shove again with this. That is a natural 20.
Oh. Oh.
So, sending you 10 feet into sunshine.
Sure.
That's where he prefers to be, anyways.
Sunshine,
in
you're taking
sunshine?
3 points of damage. You're taking another 4 as you guys collide into each other,
No, she was that
and
emotional.
you are prone.
Got it.
Pocket dimension.
You're prone right there. All right.
Avery
That
needs an adult.
is that is the brute. That brings us to Irnela with several on deck.
Okay, so I am in the cloud,
Yes, you are.
and I can't.
You're in the
right.
cloud.
I can't see anything in the cloud, even other things in the cloud. Is this
Correct.
correct.
Correct. Everything is concealed. You are concealed. They are concealed.
That is
And things
no-
out of the cloud until you step out of it.
Need a 16-bit encryption.
And you are
I do.
crying.
Really strong passive. I'm prone.
crying.
No,
I am crying.
You were crying.
Despair.
Let me see
And I'm
if you get
slow.
another save or if it's just that one. No, it's for the next minute. You
I'm
are
slowed
slowed.
for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, because you are crying and sobbing in your wave of despair.
I don't know if I've ever heard a goblin cry, but I'm sure it's not.
Imagine, if you will, nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Oh no, no, fuck that.
No.
Just like
I'm just
Why?
gonna keep these up here.
Oh no!
All of a
that's
sudden
what it
we're like,
sounds like. Just staccato screeches.
Oh no!
That's what a goblin cry sounds like.
Okay, now we know.
Oh
Now we know
no!
Now we can avoid that, right?
Yes. We're gonna
Okay,
try.
so if I can I get outside of the trying to see out of the cloud?
You can try.
Great.
Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna head. I don't. It's very crowded over there. Maybe I don't want to do that. There's just so much. Oh, well, not that I know. Okay. So let's just head.
You know, I will put the one live horse on here because we do have one live horse here. The other one is dead on the ground, so we will put that.
Weird. How'd that happen?
Right.
I wonder, Sivril.
You get,
I don't know.
hey, we have a nature druid, and she was not pulling her weight, so I had to do it.
Okay, so I am going to go like diagonal from where I am, like back towards you.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
kind of this way.
Yes.
Okay, so you're heading pretty much toward here.
Yes.
How far do you want to go?
It's far enough to get out of that dang cloud.
Okay, you're out of it right here.
Perfect. Now I can start shooting. Well, that's one move. I can do two.
You can do two actions.
Two
yes.
actions because I'm slowed.
That's
Yeah,
that's
one
a
action left.
that's a good poll there, Overwatch.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
what is it?
Will the party stay intact, or will death happen?
Oh,
Thanks for putting that
wow.
out there.
Go vote now. Holy
Wow.
crap. Okay.
Okay, so I can now see everything, right?
So that's one
Yes.
way to do it.
Okay, so I would like to shoot the guy in purple. Is that a I don't know what. I'm not good with colors.
This
so-
one here?
Yes, that one.
Yep, you can shoot that one.
Okay, perfect.
It's one of the ones that poofs all over the battlefield.
Well,
Except for his friend, he's poofed all over the
I only
floor.
have 45 characters, so I had to make it work. Sorry, Barnabas.
Is yes stay intact and no is death?
all right. So that
Oh, yeah.
is a
Yes is live, no is death.
You
Or-
should just put red is dead.
Red is dead. I don't care.
33
That's
to
good.
hit him.
33 will hit.
Okay,
I
perfect.
can fix it. Sorry, I'm trying to do like everything.
Oh, I need
Thanks
all
for
three
carrying
of
the
these.
team on your back.
Actually, yeah.
He's gonna start pulling the wagon here too.
We'll just keep it as it is.
All right, 9 damage. Crappy rolls.
Right, 9 damage to him.
And that is all I can do
All right.
Everyone vote.
because I'm slow.
That brings us to Sivril.
Yeah. So, fuck that guy. I'm gonna
We're guessing
gonna
whether or
stand
not
up.
Just one of us dies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anybody die?
Yes, it will one of the party members die? That's the thing, but I wanted to make
and
it.
I'm going to move over to the
I'm
other
gonna
Banffy
say
guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Make
He's
sure it happens.
you got pushed away from him. That's correct.
Going to
You have
bet
to
against
stand
myself.
up,
I already said I'm gonna stand up.
and you can get over there still with all your movement there.
Great, love it.
right.
And we're gonna hit this guy.
All right,
Just fuck him and his buddy.
it's bloody.
go for it.
That's a 33 to hit.
33 will hit.
$25 slashing. And 4 spirit damage.
All right.
So 1 to stand up, 1 to move, 1 to attack.
All right. So that is Sivril. That brings us to Esteban with Avery on deck.
Yay. I am going to use 1 action to sustain my spell. And then I am going to use the other 2 action. Actually, I have options. I always have options.
Sustaining the skeletal hands.
Yep. Has everyone moved away from the hands? It looks like they have.
No, the bard's still over there, isn't it? That's a natural 20.
All of us have moved away from the hands.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave it there.
Oh, I guess that's on her
okay.
turn. She's got to do that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I am going to cast Day's Weight on the bard. Day's Weight is you fast forward time for a single creature, burning it with the aches and pains of an entire day and making it temporarily tired and weak. The creature must attempt a fortitude save. On a critical, it's unaffected. Success, the target is fatigued and evil for 1 round. Failure is there.
Do you have to see it?
Should have done that natural 20 for that.
Should have, but
Yep.
Never mind, natural 20.
What?
Oh, what the
Second one.
fuck?
Bullshit.
Hey, those
Look
dice
over
need
the
to be
thing.
retired.
Push the button.
She's
Look up.
I'm on it.
Take a look. Hey, Chevy, look
I
over
believe
my
you.
screen
I'm just
here.
saying bullshit.
You're giving information
Look over my screen. What does that say?
Fuck you is what it says.
yeah.
It shows body parts, what I'm seeing.
No.
Oh.
The die doom. The orange
die.
Looks like a 2 to me, I don't know.
I think it's a 2.
2-0. Nice try.
No, it's
All
fine.
right.
Zero,
So-
2.
So
That is 2 natural 20s in a row.
So she
Burn 'em now.
still needs. So she made her save, but that's only for this round. For the skeletons, every round she has to make that
Yeah,
save.
but she makes
Yep.
the save on her turn.
Got it.
Yeah, I rolled that one earlier because I thought I had to do it on your turn
Nope,
for some
you're
reason.
fine.
So, and that one was a natural
that
20 as
is everything for me.
well. All right. That is.
Hexing your die when we go to break.
You stay out of my dice. I don't touch yours.
Got a lighter.
Respect
I'm
a
not so
fellow
sure.
dice dragon.
Just
Avery.
just enough so it's.
That brings us to you.
I'm gonna cast Torture's Trauma on the bard again.
Get it.
Okay,
Get
make
it.
me a flat check.
Need higher than 5.
8.
Yeah.
Yep, that's more than 5.
When I learned my numbers, I learned
3
that.
more.
And
All
she
right.
needs to throw a basic
She needs
fortitude.
to basic fortitude. That's only a 21.
That should be a fail.
That
Yeah,
is
that
a
is
fail.
a fail.
And what does torturous trauma do there, Avery?
I batter her internal organs, leaving no external signs of the immense pain I'm giving. So, she's
Sunshine,
gonna be
you're on deck.
suffering.
I know.
We love when Avery starts her spells.
Battering internal organs.
Scorpion
everybody
venom
scurvy.
before,
Just
and then
wait.
she gave an angel scurvy one day. That was always fun.
Do you need extra pointy dice?
No, I'm good.
Okay. What is her internal organs getting battered taking?
Math rocks incoming.
I like math rocks.
Math rocks.
36.
36.
Wow, that's
Holy
fucked up.
shit.
You guys still can't even see her.
Yep, that is bludgeoning damage.
All right.
To her insides.
The 36.
I think with 36, her insides are about to become her outsides.
And you have another action, yes? Or was that your last action?
Here.
I'm gonna hold it
Oop.
and just kind of just wait
Oop.
in case I need to step in.
I'm going to
Okay,
delete
what are you
the
holding it to
prediction
do?
Did you not like the responses?
No, they're fine.
I'm gonna hold it just to watch her.
People
So
have
if
already used
she
their points,
aims
though.
to shoot at
I
somebody else,
refunded
like
them. Okay.
Several or Sunshine,
Okay.
I'll be ready.
All right. Sunshine. Chevy, you're on deck.
Okay, I have a question. How many people are in front of several and I? Well, in front of several, my meat shield.
The kind of bone golem looking thing is right there, almost in between you two, but not quite. And so is one of those shadowy jumping guys.
Okay, is the golem-y skeletal thingy undead?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Kill it with kindness.
I'm just saying, there's
I
three things in a
am going to do something that I don't usually do.
Oh, yeah?
I am.
And what's that?
Yes. He needs to make a basic fortitude save as I cast heal on him.
Ooh.
For 2 actions.
Okay. So is it ranged? Or do you need to touch him?
With the two actions, it's
30 foot range.
30 foot range. Okay. All right. Fortitude save for the big guy.
It's basic.
That is a fortitude of 32.
Okay, he succeeds.
So he's going to be taking half.
Yeah, he sure is. So that is gonna be
$1,000,005.
hang on, it's a lot of math. Shut up.
You can count on Sybil's fingers too.
Yeah, here.
Math is hard
I know. Hey,
sometimes.
Stay in school,
Shut up.
kids.
By the way, Jinx, I don't have anything but a screensaver. For me.
Why didn't you say anything?
I just realized
Like
it.
3 hours ago.
We've been
I
doing
just
this
realized
for how long?
I don't really look
About
at it
an
that
hour.
much. Sorry.
About an hour, yeah. You're like, I don't look forward.
I do.
Total damage
I
is
just thought about it.
86. So half of that
86.
is 43.
All right, 43 to that big guy. Where is your stuff
What is it?
at?
It's your fault.
Oh,
And it is
there it is.
vitality.
43. All
That is
right.
vitality damage.
And
I still have 1 action.
all right, he takes it and doesn't seem very affected at the moment. All right, go ahead.
I got you.
I mean, he took the damage, absolutely. I'm saying he doesn't seem very hurt or affected by any of his wounds. Because you guys really haven't been hitting on the...
Can you really tell if bones are
Yeah,
hurt?
well...
You can. They
Okay,
break.
and
can.
then my technically that wasn't an attack. So I'm going to be swinging my katana at him now.
Go for it.
That is a 23 if I'm in close to Esteban.
That will miss.
My hat works up to 60 feet.
Fine. That's all my actions.
All right.
Casting my glowing healing at him, and then
And you
Try to hit
made
him
sure
and
you're
nothing.
like right there by him.
Yeah, you're about to get clubbed in.
I do need you to make a
move that
fortitude
close.
save there, Sunshine, as you
No.
are engaging with him now. So I remember that.
if I
You start feeling this funky aura around you.
is it fear by chance?
No.
Damn it. That's a 17.
That is a critical fail.
17. What the?
I'm drained. Thank you very much.
That is going to be.
You're about to be dead.
It's only 4 points of negative damage, of void damage, as you start feeling this aura of decay off of him.
You're gross.
Negative damage is positive.
All right.
That sounds.
That's how the
I mean,
math works, right?
2 negatives are not making positive damage, Chevy. All right, Chevy, that brings us to you, though.
All right. If I walk around this side of Civil, can I get in a straight line with these 2 guys?
You wanna
and
be on
the
this
bard?
side of 'em?
Yeah. Can I make a straight line between me,
So
those
you
2
wanna be-
guys, and the bard? Is
You want to
that
be
possible?
essentially about, kind of like standing over this corpse.
Yeah, where that corpse is. That'd be great.
Okay, we'll put you
could
kind of
just- You could just shoot
I'll
over the
straddle
top of
the
over
walls.
top of the corpse there.
And then Stormcaller Surge straight through them to where I think the bard was.
Roll a,
120-foot line. They have to give me a reflex save.
Give me that flat check first for the bard.
Sure. That's a 2.
That will not hit her, but you don't know. So they need to reflex.
Yeah.
And for the smaller guy, Several's on, that is a 29. And for the big guy's got a reflex of 23.
That's a fail.
All right.
So he'll take 6.
One's taking half.
5d12. Yep, and the other one will take half of that.
All right, so that's move, and that's a 2 action, correct?
30. Yep.
Lightning bolt. So it is moving over to her turn
6.
while you're figuring that up.
37. It is 37 lightning electricity damage.
37 to
half to the other
this guy.
So that's 18.
All right,
Yeah.
half to this one.
And that's everything. from me.
So that's going to be 18 to the other one here. All right, Chevy, why don't you end the one closest to you here?
Okay.
The ones that were bouncing all over the
As
place.
I charge up my lightning and shoot it through my sword to him, it just kind of melts a hole through
Thank you.
through him.
It's only
Piccolo
thanks.
style against Goku there.
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
hole right through his stomach.
Love it.
All right. Jeez. That is a natural 20 for my concealment check against you. Avery, I need you to make me a will save.
This is
Fabulous.
You need to
This is
melt
bullshit.
those dice or threaten them with death.
No, we need to trade dice with her.
No, these dice do not roll well for players. Sorry.
I did the
You
orange
don't want
dice.
to, I will let you have it. You can try. You won't get above 05
Actually,
with
when I
it,
looked over
probably.
Said
there, I saw a bunch of
reflex
20s
or
on the
will?
dice. What was the deal with that?
What'd you get?
What was it, a will?
Will.
Okay.
It's a 50-50 dice.
Yeah. 20s or 1s.
36.
Okay,
just
a
a coin.
36 will succeed, but is not a critical success. You are still going to take 8d6 damage.
Oh.
And
Jinx, Laura said you need to jinx the dice.
I will work on that.
you are frightened 1, and you take. That was 29 points of mental damage.
Huh, I'm used to that.
It actually makes her stronger.
Oh my god.
It really does.
Mental
Doesn't
damage.
kills her, makes her stronger.
It's called trauma bonding.
That's
This
why we all
wasn't
sit
an
at the same
auditory or visual
table.
effect, right? This was just a. Okay.
That was fun until I met you guys.
That was a new spell from her. That was. It was a.
Bringing people back from the dead, knowing how fine you are.
It was another mental spell from her.
Can I have my reaction
You can.
just to find out what it was?
Absolutely, you can try.
Yeah, I probably don't know. I assume occultism
Yes.
of an 18 won't get it.
You are not sure what that was. Not sure at all. You see this kind of almost like a little green line from the smoke go over and touch Avery in the forehead, and You see her wince in pain from all that damage, but that's about all you see, and you can't quite figure out what can't see what she's doing, you can't hear what she's saying, so you're not quite sure.
Did that come from the bard?
That came from inside the cloud, yes.
Did she roll her flat check to shoot
Yes,
out?
she did, and rolled a natural 20 on it.
Rude.
That's what I was saying.
This is so rude.
No, we're gonna go here.
Now what?
And
Barding?
we're gonna go right here.
So
She's outside of the cloud now, right?
Outside of the cloud where everybody can see her. And after her go, we got this one. That one's on here. I had to get it. Yes, Jinx, it is fixed. Thank you. All right, first thing on here. Where'd it go? I just had it.
Whose turn is it next?
It is their turn for the next 4 because they all go in a row at the end of the round and then the beginning of the round. Is it at the back of this thing? It's at the back of this. I'm sorry. All right, so next thing that happens is going to be this little guy that people have kind of ignored.
I kind of wish we had hero points, but we don't.
Right.
We haven't been heroic enough, I guess.
No,
Chevy,
we just don't
you
use them in
have
this
taken
game.
damage, yes? Yeah, Chevy has taken damage. He
Oh,
did
yeah.
have winning streak a while back. You'd taken 13 total.
Yep.
This thing, smelling blood, is going to come up behind you right here. It looks kind of like some kind of dog, elongated fangs, and it is hitting a 25 hit you.
25 does not hit.
Okay. And all right, that is all it's going to do at the moment. And I can't get this guy to come up because I can't get some of his stuff to print out for some reason.
Oh, he's dead. Moving on.
The alchemical stuff doesn't like to pop out.
I said what I
Doesn't like to
said.
print. There it is. Is that it? Or is that one? We're going with this one. All right. So that is going to be for Avery, since he's going to be appearing kind of right here by the horse where he's been hiding. Since he's doing something, he's going to be out of his concealment and hidden out. That is going to be a... You see him take a vial and fling it in your direction.
At Avery?
Yes. That is a 32.
Where's this guy?
He's
On the other side of the horse. 32.
Oh, okay.
Does that hit your AC?
It does.
Okay. You are immediately gaining this stupefied condition until the end of your turn.
Fun.
Da-da-da-da. And you will take...
Am I still frightened?
No.
No. You will take 7 points of piercing damage. And you will take you and Azara will take 2 splash damage. And like I said, you are stupefied 1. All right, so that's 1, 2, and third one. Third one, we're gonna... No, we'll do that again. This time we're gonna go for Esteban since he's right there.
Will to disbelieve.
That's a 31.
Yes, it is.
Will to
Okay,
disbelieve.
you are stupefied 1.
I don't like you.
You take 6 points of piercing damage, 2 points of splash damage as well. And that is going to end his turn. That will bring us to the top of the round, and those guys went down.
The next thing is several.
And actually, no. The one that Chevy dropped, he gets back up.
Even though that he was
Hit the
finished.
button. Hit that button.
He gets back up.
That's called cheating.
And his, actually, he will, he will, over here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. When
You want
he-
to attack?
I
You want
sure
your
as fuck
attack
do.
as he gets up?
I sure as fuck do.
Okay. We'll see if he drops again.
That is 30.
That will hit.
That is 28 points of slashing damage. And 2
All right.
spirit.
So a total of 30. Okay, he will drop again.
I said get down.
Get up
All
again.
right.
It's like
All
one of
right.
those little punching
Stay
clowns
down. Yeah.
that just like,
Yep.
The Weeble Wobbles.
yeah,
The weeble
hit
wobble
it, it
weeble,
just
but they
pops.
won't fall down.
pops back up.
I had
These
one of those.
Right,
motherfuckers better
and-
fall.
Now the
should just throw him
armored
in the river.
skeleton there, all that dense bone and such, he's gonna swing that big great club around again. Here, let's see.
He's gonna swing.
He's swinging at Sunshine. She's right there.
Huh, weird.
Magic
Strange.
rock.
Why?
That's a 37. Ooh.
That's crit.
I don't know why you decided to give that guy a hug.
I didn't give him a hug.
You
I'm
didn't
trying
move
to
either.
Damn it. This is my last round.
Take 35 points of bludgeoning damage. Over a 30, I take it you are getting shoved.
Yeah.
I can tell you the
Yeah,
exact.
there's no way her fort save is higher than mine.
Let's see here.
Sorry, how much damage?
37?
35.
35.
And that was a. Where'd it go?
Over
Where'd it go?
30 is gonna hit.
No. Your fort save, that's a athletics check of 35. Is that a crit or no?
No.
Okay. So you're just shoved
Wait.
back 5 feet.
Yes.
It is a crit?
Yes.
Okay, you're shoved back 10 feet. You hit Esteban. You go prone.
22.
Do I fall down too?
No, just
I
her.
do.
She does. You take 6
I don't
points.
wanna.
You both take 6 points of damage from the impact as you guys slam into each other.
That's rude.
Did you say
And
10?
6.
6.
I was like, whoa.
That was one action. Next action. Gonna come over here?
Is he leaving my threatened square?
Yes, he is. You've already taken a reaction.
What a bitch.
So now it will swing that great club at Esteban since he's standing. And he rolls a 1.
He did catch me, Jinx. Esteban caught me. Completely. Upside the head.
In the face. Caught an
So
elbow.
that great club comes down at your head, Esteban, and it slams into the ground right near you, and you see the bones just kind of slide off the handle as he drops his weapon.
Do you just look at him and say,
Pick it
hibbity,
up.
hibbity,
All right.
hello.
I know.
That's their turn. That brings us to Irnela with Sibril on deck.
All right. I have 2 turns. Or 2 actions.
She doesn't look very hurt, by the way.
Who the-
Once she came out of the smoke.
Yeah, I can imagine. So I'm going to use my 2 actions to do my paired shot, which is me shooting both the revolver and
At the bard, I take it?
yes.
Okay.
Both the revolver and the wrist launcher at her at the same time.
Go for it.
See what happens. Ooh, one's a natural 20,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ba, ba, ba,
and the
bow.
other is a. Oops, go back here.
Another one.
2.
No, it's just a dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
Dirty 20 will miss.
Okay,
Did you remember me?
+1.
I'm sorry, a dirty 21.
It will still miss.
Every little bit helps.
Okay.
Can.
So the nat 20. Do this. And I double everything, right? Even the plus.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes.
Hey, Cheeks.
And the plus.
The music shut off.
Okay, 30.
Make it so.
30. All right.
30 points of damage.
Fatty.
Has it been a minute yet?
I am gonna go for my reaction here.
Oh, shoot.
If I'm gonna bleed, so are you.
Oh no.
She did that to
We've
you.
had enough of that.
Is that because I used piercing damage?
Probably.
No, because you did damage to her.
Okay.
All right. You are gonna need to make a will save.
Just what I wanted to do today.
It's on your
Woohoo.
long list of things you wanted to do.
That's
today.
a pretty good
Absolutely.
save.
It's a 33.
All right. So you are not gonna continue bleeding from it again. She's gonna try to do some more persistent damage to you. We've been forgetting your persistent damage. All right. You will take.
We have been. I apologize.
On success, you take half the persistent bleed damage. So that is 3 points of damage. All right. That is 2 actions for you.
And that's
since
it.
you're slowed, that brings us to Several. Esteban, you're on deck.
Copy.
What's the? I don't know what Sunshine's doing over there, taking a nap. I don't want to. I guess I'll just. So where's the big skeleton guy?
Standing over Sunshine.
Is there a way I could flank that skeleton guy with Esteban?
You can.
That's what I would like to do.
All right. So you're gonna head over here and flank with Esteban.
Yep.
All right.
And we're gonna hit that bitch.
Go for it.
That's a 39.
A 39 is, I believe, going to be a crit on this guy. That will be a crit.
That's 42 points of slashing damage.
42.
And 6 points of spirit damage.
6 spirit. Double check those hit points here. I think he's still good.
And then I'm gonna hit him again.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then
All right.
the second one is a 29.
29 will hit. And I will need you to make a fortitude
Yep.
save. And you as well, Esteban. You guys are in base to base.
18 slashing
Okay.
and 3 spirit.
Okay. All right.
That is a 34 for my fortitude save.
Okay. That'll make it.
I made a 19. I probably didn't make it.
No, because I rolled a 19.
Say basic. So, yeah, no, you have failed that, but you didn't critically fail. So you're going to take 6 void damage there, Esteban, from his Aura of Decay, and Several, you're taking 3.
Got it.
All right, that brings us to Esteban. Avery, you're on deck.
I need to know 4 enemy combatants within range of within 30 feet of me.
4 enemy combatants. Well, you guys don't have 4 of them on the
Or
board,
at
do you?
least up to 4.
You have 3. You have 2 within 30 feet of you.
Perfect.
Unless you want to move closer to the cloud of smoke, and then you can get all 3 of them.
So I'm not. I'll just get 2 because I want to be able to do the spell.
Yeah, her, the alchemist.
She
the
is
doll.
outside of his range. She's not within 30 feet.
So 1, I'm renewing the spell And do I have to pay the action to move it?
You pay an action to hold it, keep it going.
Yeah, you pay an action to sustain it, and then in that action you can move the spell.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move that spell to the alchemist.
All right. You're going to move it over toward the alchemist.
And then, okay, so that's one action. Other two action, I am targeting the two combatants that are within range.
So 33 on his reflex.
Is it? So it'll take half of 3d6.
Yeah.
From your skeletons, let's deal with that one first.
$12 is the total.
So
6.
it's pretty good. Just flat, just 6 damage every round.
And
Okay.
Shit up.
all right,
And
so
then the spell that you're doing?
I need you to make 2 will saves.
Okay, one for each of them, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so for the alchemist, that's going to be a 24.
That does not. No, they fail.
And they fail.
Fail.
Yeah. My will's the highest save I have.
Yeah.
Well, it's your
No,
spell
it's
save
your
DC.
spell save
Oh, sorry,
DC.
it's well, 27.
It's still a
is my
fail.
DC.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for the hulking brute of a skeleton, that's a 34.
Okay, he actually made it. So cool. The spell is Entangling Fate. It lasts 3 rounds. So what you see is a swirl of energy entangles the fates of all caught within the blast. Each creature in the area must attempt a will save, but it's targeting those. So on a success, the creature's fate becomes distorted, and momentarily conflicting glimpses of the immediate future causes the creature to be flat-footed until the start of its next turn. On a failure, as a success, but the creature is flat-footed for the duration of the spell, so 3 rounds, and if more than one target failed to resist the spell, the creature also becomes stupefied, but there was only 1 failure, so.
I really like that.
Success
I
is
really like that.
flat-footed
That's
for
cool.
1 round, and the failure is flat-footed for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
That's
he
cool.
is flat-footed for 3 rounds.
Yep. and
He's
the other
off
one is
guard for
one.
3 rounds.
I really like that spell
Okay.
when you get into some like low dudes, because the more people
All
that
right.
fail, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
Off guard on the big brute skeleton and off guard on those 2. Okay.
And that is my action.
Oh, not her.
And am I still stupefied? Or did it or does it fade?
It fades at the end of your turn.
End of your turn.
Well, my turn is not over.
And
no.
did you roll to see if you were able to cast a spell?
Why would I need to do that?
Because you have to make a DC flat check, 5 plus the spell level,
I rolled a 10.
or plus the 5 plus the value of the stupefied, I should say. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
In
Yeah.
order to cast a spell.
I rolled a 10.
All right. So you're good. All right.
And who's
That
up?
is Esteban. That brings us to Avery.
Okay, I'm gonna send Azara to go after the bard, but I want to send her in a direction that she scares the horse, and the horse runs the opposite direction. So hopefully, he tramples homeboy right there in trying to get away from the flaming cat. So that'll
Okay.
be my first action, is to try to do that. But
Are you using the cart as a weapon, too? 'Cause-
Trying to use the card as a weapon. Let's see here. Give me an intimidate from Azara.
Azara does have intimidate.
And she looks hungry.
And she's on fire.
She looks pissed because she is definitely flaming
fire.
blue and orange flames right now.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20 on the horse. I mean, we'll say it's gonna start moving, but it will go at the end of the round trying to get away. We'll see which way it goes. All right, and you want to send Azara toward the bard. What is her movement speed?
I think it's 35 feet.
35. Okay, so she can get over there with 2 movements. So she can get on the bridge with this bard, climbing up and over the cart. Oh, well, probably slinking right under it and then pouncing up there. her second movement, you can do the pounce, so she can get an attack at the end of that pounce.
I don't know. I like to envision that she jumped over it just by getting on that ledge and just,
Yeah, jumped over it and trying to land
scared
on
the
her.
crap out of that
Survival hazard
bard.
style.
Would you like to go for
Death
that
from above.
jaw attack and a grab?
Yeah. I'll
All right,
do
go
it.
for the jaw
table
attack
says yes.
first.
The elf says yes too.
All the hats are nodding.
Yeah, they're probably like, yes, that's what you want to do.
The hats have it.
The hats have it. Get them.
Circle takes the square.
31.
A 31 will hit.
Good job.
Roll damage.
Never seen you succeed on rolling dice before.
Shut up. I don't need to hear you right now. 18 piercing.
Oh, that's real good.
Okay, 18 piercing and roll an athletics for grab. Versus her fortitude DC.
I know what I'm gonna
Yeah. That's versus her fortitude
I know
DC.
what I'm doing.
do. Good job.
Athletics.
22.
All right, she goes to grab at her and she jerks her arm out of her mouth just kind of the last second. It was close, but not quite a good enough grip to get a hold of her really well. All right, so that is Avery. That brings us to Sunshine. Chevy's on deck.
Okay, I know I'm on the ground, but there's a skeleton thing standing above me. I'm not gonna risk standing up, but I am gonna cast a 3-action spell.
That's good.
Okay. So,
I need you to make a fortitude save.
all right, that's an area effect or no?
No.
No? Okay.
It's personal.
It's personal. Do you got to touch him?
Nope.
All right.
I have to reach my hand out and clench it like a fist.
Oh,
and by the way,
okay.
don't roll a 1.
Yeah, I didn't. That is a
That means we're the one.
32.
Okay, that passes, so fuck your couch.
We're not making a love seat here. Come on now.
Oh, but
But he takes half damage
He just
either way.
It just clicked.
That was
Yeah, I
so
did.
fucking lame.
I know, right?
Okay, so he's gonna
spells.
take 6. And since I cast the 3 actions, I can move him up to 5 feet. But he can choose to fall prone to
What is
avoid
it
moving.
you are doing on him?
Bone shaker.
Oh,
He is bones.
bone shaker. All right.
He shakes.
He rattles.
He has to.
Now he's gonna
He is
roll.
moving 5 feet away from me, or he's falling prone. It's your
Okay.
choice.
Oh, you also need to make that fortitude save for his.
That's
aura.
fine, but
5 feet away from you. Where are you wanting him to push him? This way? This way?
5
Not
feet
into
away.
several. Not into several. I take it.
Not into several.
Okay.
Just away.
Push him 5 feet that way.
Just away.
All right.
Away.
I
Said the amount
rolled
of severals reach.
a 15, so I got a 27 on my fortitude.
Okay, you have made it. You'll take half, so half of 1 can't get a half a point, so you take 1 point of void damage. All right.
Can I use my reaction?
You can.
I can. Sweet.
If it fits.
It most certainly can, as I use my reaction to. Hold on, I gotta get to it. Radiant Ward.
Radiant Ward. All right, go for it.
The shield grants immunity to negative energy damage
Okay.
for 1 round.
Okay.
And if they attempt to drain life force or heal by touching me, they take 2d6 radiant damage.
Where was that when you got bit earlier?
I'm just saying.
Oh God! I forgot I could do that.
I was about to say, don't you have a list that shows you your prepared spells? I'm just saying.
It's
All
not
right,
a prepared spell.
That
It's a
brings
reaction.
us to.
It is a
Chevy.
reaction
Yeah.
from.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Chevy. You still have a list of that stuff too.
In
What did
30
you think I
feet,
was
could
planning?
I get up onto the bridge and onto the other side of the bard there to flank
In
with Zara?
30 feet?
Yeah.
Not quite. It's gonna be, it's 20 feet to right here. So 30 feet's gonna either put you
Okay.
here or here, but you're going to have to give me an athletics or acrobatics to get up there. Because
First,
it
I'm
is
going to.
a little bit above you.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Okay.
She says she can't
That's,
wait.
I already went, and it's 4 minutes till.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 20. It's 29, 30.
Oh yeah, you can get up there.
38.
Oh yeah, you can get up there. So this will put you on
That was
here
my
or here.
first action. Well, second action is going to be to tumble through, so I'm going to get to the other side of her
Okay.
and
so you
flank
want
with
to get
Zara.
over
So
here.
my tumble through is. Oh, that was 19. That's a 30. Wait, plus 2. Sorry, 29
And that's against her.
against her reflex DC.
29.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you can get over there.
Okay. So that gives me panache and then confident finisher. So
Go for it.
is Veil of Valor reaching me over here? 60 feet.
Yeah, 60 feet.
Awesome.
I can reach most of this.
That is a 28 to hit.
A 28 will hit her.
Yeah. Cool.
She is using her reaction.
She already used her reaction this round.
Yeah, she used
Yes,
it on
she
me.
did. She used it on you.
Nice try, Diddy.
That's fine.
Daddy. Whatever.
Did you
Go
call
on here.
Diddy?
Nice try, Diddy. Nice try, Diddy.
Really? You fall over dead just for that.
I don't come
Saying that
equipped
to
with my
me.
own baby oil, okay?
All right.
Baby oil.
Hibbity hibbity hello.
Hello. I hear you need some baby oil.
35 piercing damage.
Okay. Take it.
It is not made from babies, I swear.
Cannot confirm though.
No.
Or deny.
It is it makes you like baby.
All right. That is Chevy's turn. That brings us to her turn. I do want to point out, she looks nice, hale, healthy, does not look dead at all, doesn't look like any kind of vampire. However, her fangs elongate, her canines do, and she's coming for your throat. That will be a grab first.
Okay.
Punch her in the butt.
That is a grab of 31 on her athletics
Against my reflex DC?
against your fortitude DC.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Is it reflex or fortitude?
For grab?
Yeah.
It's a 29 for reflex or 23 for fort. So
Let me see.
either way, they succeed.
Uh,
And it's not a crit either way, so just success.
I think it's against their
Fortitude DC.
It is fortitude.
Okay, 23. Yeah.
Okay, so she grabs a hold of you.
Yep.
All right, that is going to be then a bite to your neck. That is a 29, and you are grabbed.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to drain. That is going to be 12 points of damage, and you are drained 1. She will heal herself off of that.
That is bullshit.
All right. That is 2. That is, yep, that is 2. All right, she is going to, then for her last action, where was it? Yep. I have too many pages to go through for her stuff. At least you guys' stuff is all right there. All right, not that one. Okay, we're going to move back slightly. I mean, she's technically in your square with you. So she's gonna come right here. She will release her hold on you and continue moving. Do you get attacks of opportunity?
I don't.
Okay, she will get all the way over here to this side of the bridge now. And then it is that guy's turn over there. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna spring that over here. We're gonna move over here. Right over here. See if he can get his aim. is a 25.
That's
That will
She's
hit.
also off guard until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Due to my confident finisher.
With a 25, I need a reflex from you, Chevy, as you see this guy just whip a knife toward underneath the bridge.
Okay. My reflex is a 34.
All right. You are able to catch yourself on this here.
Okay.
As this entire bridge, I need a reflex save from Azara. The entire bridge collapses in to the water. Right there. All right. You are able to catch the ledge here. You're kind of hanging from that pillar.
If I use my flashy dodge to make that a 36, can I use the stride that comes with that to come this way toward her?
The reflex save is to grab an edge and not go in the water. That's what the reflex was.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Not to dodge it. Okay.
No, not dodging anything.
Okay.
The entire bridge just collapsed under you. What did she get?
She got a nat 20.
Natural 20. All right.
Look at her go.
Zara will just leap back
Cat will
onto
do
the pillar
anything
here.
not to get in the water.
She's kind of
Especially a fire cat.
hanging off
Yep.
that edge
Okay.
right there by a couple claws, hissing. And actually, we're gonna turn her this way because she's looking at him because she knows he threw that dagger. She is not happy with him. All right,
Danger,
Mad
kitty.
as hell right now.
that is
We need some Baja Blast right
And-
now from Barnabas.
Yeah, we do. Fuck some shit up.
where is it? Ah, dang it. All right, and his next one. He will drop another smoke bomb right there for his last action. So this entire area, a 10-foot area, gets filled with smoke. All right. And that brings us to the top of the round. The first one that went down gets up. As it's finally healed enough. It looks all mangled, but it's still getting back up.
So, vampires that can't die sounds like bullshit.
Obviously, they must be doing what? Regenerating, not healing. Really?
Regenerating is healing. It's the
Yeah,
same thing.
I'm saying, like, are they healing or, do they just keep getting up? All right, that one gets up and
Eventually they'll stop getting up.
it's coming for the back of several. That is a 22.
Miss.
Yeah. It's a really crappy miss. I believe that was a 22. Yeah, that was 22. And that is a 31.
That hits.
Okay. That is 10 points of slashing damage.
Got it.
And that one is not up. Oh my gosh, I got too much stuff on here. All right. And the big guy. Oh, the big guy's gonna come around at several. He's looking pretty messed up. It, what the void damage would normally do to living tissue, all that that positive energy that Sunshine's poured into him seems to be kind of decaying at those bones. They look a little brittle, but he's gonna grab his melee club and then swing at you. So that's 1 and 2 actions. Second action is a 35 to hit you.
That hits.
That is 22 points of bludgeoning.
I'm down.
And Sunshine, you got up, didn't you? No, you
Nope.
didn't. All right, he will just turn and here. He had to grab his club, so you would have to move over there, grab his club, and then hit it several.
Because I moved him 5 feet
So
away.
yeah, he's not got another action there. And so that brings us to Irnela.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna shoot at the one that just popped up again.
Okay.
Because I don't think I got it good. Do I have a line of sight on the guy that just took out several?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go for him.
He's about 15 feet away from you.
Oh, well.
So Irnela turns around here.
Twin shot.
Large explosion. Boom!
I might as well. I only get... Okay, so one is a 30. And the other, I paired shot. This one again.
Okay.
Is a...
30 hits.
22.
22 will not.
But 30 did.
Yes, it did.
We got some damage coming either way.
Nice. 17.
Okay. 17. Ooh. He is looking chipped away at. There's a nice big hole in the chest cavity area, but he's still moving. Looks like he could just break apart at any moment.
That's all I got because I am still slowed.
That brings us to
But I still
several.
also am taking persistent damage.
Yes. That is 3 points of persistent bleed. Several. Go ahead and make me a death save.
I already did. I sent it to you.
Okay. All right. That brings us then to Esteban. Esteban, you are up.
Okay. Let's see. The mime skeletons, are they beating the shit out of nothing at the moment?
Yeah, he moved out. He moved over on out of your sight behind the cart and the hill up to the now broken bridge.
Okay.
But there is a big black cloud of shit that you can
Yeah.
probably safely assume he's in the middle of.
Yeah. I'm going to move that to the middle.
Move it under him.
Yeah.
With that roll, you hear him go, ow, ow, fuck.
Did he roll a 1?
No, you rolled a 2.
So he's gonna.
So he failed his save.
Yeah, give him
Yes.
those 3d6.
That is a total of, on the reflex, that would be a 19.
Not quite a crit fail, right?
Will save DC?
No,
It's
your
your
spell
it's your
save.
spell
Oh,
save.
27.
Because I was getting excited. I was gonna fuck him up.
You're still gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, still a failure.
Yeah. So it's a 27 DC.
Close.
Yeah.
Close.
Yep. Off guard doesn't affect his reflex DC, does it? No.
Nope.
14 points of bony skeleton things punching him where he can't see
14.
them.
14 points of bony skeleton.
I mean, it must have punched him somewhere painful because you guys hear him. You hear him yell out
Where
over
the
there.
sun don't shine.
Organ damage, internal organ damage, maybe.
All right.
So how many targets are around me?
You've got that big guy right there by you in Sunshine.
The one that doesn't look very good.
He looks pretty rough.
Several also dropped.
Yeah, several is on the ground.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty much the
This
only
one just got back up, and you can see the bard off in the distance.
The one that fell down, is he within 10 feet of the other dude? Really
Several fell down within 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
But
I think he's talking about the
you're
other
talking
bad
about
guy.
the other
that-
bad guy?
Look, I can't do anything for him. It's a circle. I'm not that kind of guy.
They are, yeah, they have about a 5 foot square in between them. They were flanking somebody, and when he went down.
So if you're dying and damage gets done to you, it moves you farther down the dying track.
You
does.
immediately fail a death save, yes.
Okay. Awesome. I say, Cyril, I hope you can forgive me.
Uh-oh.
I am going.
Is he trying to make the pole do what he wants it to do? That's what I'm wondering. No, go ahead.
No.
Sorry.
I'm gonna do noise blast. It's a 10-foot burst. Actually, that's around me. No,
It's
but
around you?
it's a range. 30-foot range. So I want to place it in such a way that I catch them two. If I cannot get him, I want to. Yeah.
Okay, you could put a 10-foot burst somewhere around in here and try to get these three because you've got that little weird fanged dog thing over there too.
Sure. I just don't want to hit several.
Okay. All right, what do they need to roll?
Fortitude.
Fortitude. All right, so that is a natural 1.
That's a
for
critical
little
failure.
doggy thing.
I think that's a fail.
It's critical failure.
The other guy, that's a pretty low roll too. That's a 3 plus his fortitude. That's a 20. So that's a fail.
Yep.
And the guy on the ground automatically takes damage.
Because
He's down and dying.
Yeah,
you.
down and
the other
The
regenerating.
other guy.
The other guy.
The other dying vampire.
Cool.
Yeah, the other
Sorry.
one's down and regenerating. Yeah.
All right. So 2d10.
Okay.
So my base damage is 12.
Okay.
The guy who critically failed takes double damage, so he takes 24. He's deafened for a minute and stunned 1.
Are you remembering yourself?
Add 1 more. No.
So 13
Yes.
and
26.
26 is a little dog thing. 13 to that
Deafened
one.
and stunned 1.
And 13 to that one.
It's what it's like to
Okay.
be deafened as a dog.
This one goes back down.
And the
Your senses.
if there's
Right.
any failures, they take full damage and are deafened for a round. And if they succeed, they only take half.
Okay.
Not deafened.
All right. That is that one. Is that your last action?
Yes.
All right. That brings us to Avery.
Okay, is that undead thing? It's still living, right? It's still barely
The big
holding
The
on.
skeleton.
big
guy.
one is still up. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to cast Disrupt Undead on him. And it needs a basic fortitude.
Is that an
Basic
area
fortitude.
effect or is that a target?
It targets.
Okay.
It needs a fortitude save.
Yes.
That
Just checking.
is a 27.
It just hit my DC, so
Okay.
yeah.
So it takes half. Unless it says
Okay.
something on there specifically for success.
I love learning about all of Avery's spells.
Right?
Just like so many different kinds.
Just comes
Just
out. I
scurvy.
just like
Add
when
that
she
one,
uses them. It's almost.
but
I want to say she
it
uses
sounded
them
rude.
as an inappropriate times.
Yeah.
But it's really not. It's like the most opportune and amusing times. Like
Yeah,
I'm
you-
going to give a fallen angel scurvy.
Yeah,
That
my
was
favorite.
highly
My favorite
entertaining.
is we've been fighting undead for 47 rounds, and she's just now casting.
Just now casting.
That's my favorite opportune time to cast. this stuff.
That's what I said.
You're the one
It's
taking
like
a nap on the ground.
inappropriate
so
but
shut up.
opportune times.
It's like me forgetting that the Sun Spear has
Right.
thingies.
It's like you forgetting to heal your meat shield.
We are going to take a break at the
Got
end of this
you.
round here, guys.
So after
Which we're almost there.
half, it
Sunshine,
should
you're on
be
deck.
taking 10
I know
damage.
what I'm doing.
10
It-
damage.
Yeah.
3 action harm.
Avery,
several.
end that thing. End its story.
Okay, well, as I cast Disrupt Undead, it hits it right in the chest, and you basically just watch everything start to crumble and turn into ash, and basically just
Oh, I love that.
All that
it just-
hardened bone just
disintegrate.
just crumbles to ash. That one is gone.
So, is it kind of like when you like break drywall and it like powders?
Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't like
happened
the
when you
tag the
shatter
chalk
bone.
feeling.
A finger snap and he's
Yep.
dust.
He does the
Pretty much.
the
Yeah,
Marvel thing. It's
gone.
like,
All right. Do you have another
Thanos.
action there?
Yes.
I do.
feel so good.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
I'm going to move up next
Too soon.
to
You're done. That's horrible.
as
Sorry.
far as I can get up to
came back.
the where Azara is, because I'm gonna
It's a decade
try to either attack
feels like.
the bard or
Look.
try to get to the bard.
Do you want to go this way or what? Actually,
still
this
upset
thing
that
is
Wash
gone.
died, okay?
Sorry. Well, no, we had
It had
You
to
said
have
at the
gone.
end of the
Yeah,
round,
it had to
right?
have gone at the end of the round. It actually does get pulled off by that horse. It stays on the road, going straight. All right, you're gonna try to get as close as you can. So you've got a smoky cloud here, and you've got a smoky cloud here.
Okay, then I will go around to the right where Ornella is and
Okay.
try to avoid that.
And you have a speed of 35, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, 35 puts you right on the other side of your Nayla.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And that's
Okay.
my last action.
All right, Sunshine, you're up.
2 action harm.
Okay. So you're getting up.
I don't have to.
Well, you're not near enough to him.
2 actions.
Oh, you
30
can reach him.
actions.
Okay,
30
you can
feet.
just reach him. Okay, go for it.
That's 80.
Right?
All right.
Now I'm
Cyril,
standing up.
you take some stuff back there. Dun, dun, dun.
Some.
My eyes just pop open, and then there's hatred.
And my last action is to stand up.
Okay. Last action, standing up.
How much did you get?
80.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
That's about half your health, right?
A little
No.
more than half.
A little bit more.
All right. So
Close.
that's a 2 action and 3rd action standing up.
Yep.
Chevy, you are kind of hanging, dangling over some rushing water here. As that bridge's pieces are slowly dropping into the water.
I'd like to swing up and continue
fix it.
pursuing that bard there, tumble through on the other side of her.
All right, give me an acrobatics. Let's get you
Remember your ship
up
training.
first.
That's 30.
Okay, all right. 30 is gonna definitely get you up here. So you've gotten up here and you are heading across.
Yep, to the opposite side of her, tumbling
Give me
through.
another acrobatics as you're trying to make yourself just kind of not fall off of this tiny piece of railing.
25.
25. Like a tightrope walker, you are so used to this from being on the ships, you just kind of
Yep.
right across and tumbling through.
And then
Last one.
Opposite side of her for the tumble through
Go ahead.
acrobatics. That's 37.
That'll do it.
Love it.
And that is against her
Reflex.
reflex DC. 37, I think, is a crit. Nope, it is not. So close.
That's fine. Was that all one action just for that movement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just your movement and making
Okay.
sure you didn't fall in the water and need to take an action
Instead
to
of
save
being
yourself.
directly behind her, can I be one square over there? I want
This
to
way?
diagonally shoot my last.
Wanna try to get him?
Or surge there. Yeah.
You motherfucker.
All right.
So they both need to give me
motherfucker.
reflex saves.
Gotcha.
My last Stormcaller surge here.
He's gonna shoot his last shot.
Yep.
Yep, shooting my last shot.
Yep.
Sorry.
I'll just as I charge this up and shoot at her, I'll just say I can do this all day. Just light her up with lightning.
Liar.
I was like, except that you can't.
Okay.
The next option is to drag her ass into the
Alright.
water. Just drown her.
So I do need your flat check for the guy in the cloud.
That's a 15.
Okay. And
Basic
Yes.
reflex in both. Yep.
that is a 37 and a natural 1 on the dude inside the cloud.
Okay, so he'll take
It's too bad
double
you can't
damage.
see that.
So 37 is a critical success for her then, right?
Yes. However, you see it hit her, and she drops dead. Roll me. You can roll me a perception after you roll
Yeah,
your
sure.
damage.
Okay, so all that was great. 11.
As I'll expend my reaction.
29, 30, 31, 32. That's 32, so 64 electricity damage to him.
Oof.
And then it would be
Nothing on
nothing to
her.
her, but if she's dropping dead, here's my perception. That's 28.
Okay. There's definitely a corpse in front of you, and it's charred.
And it's
It is not looking good. And all right. So
And that's the end of the round, right?
that is the end of the round. No, for you guys, it is still their turn. Let me see here.
At the end of the
How's the
round.
rest of
Yeah,
this?
they're end of the round, start of the round.
Yeah,
Why do we have to be the donut hole?
I will
because we make
spend
people donuts.
actions, but I'm
No,
gonna
Donuts
you
are
make them
yummy.
holy. Well, both you together do in different ways.
Guess that. I mean, that makes you a donut, right? If you have a hole in
All
your
right,
chest.
that is a
fair.
32 versus your perception DC.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you can hear the rush of the water and kind of the burbling down there. It's almost melodic sounding, and so you just see this fried corpse of this woman laying there, and yeah. So that one's down. This guy, seeing her drop.
Is that by chance an auditory or visual effect?
What the
Whatever's happening here.
her reaction?
Yeah, I could do a reaction.
No.
Okay.
It is a visual, but you
Okay.
already rolled your perception and did not make her
Okay.
DC, so you do not see through the illusion. She
Even if I
is.
did a counter performance?
She is. Huh?
Even if I did a counter performance to see through.
You would have to know she was casting the spell,
Gotcha.
because she's.
I can't do it anyways because I'm out of focus points.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was her reaction, and then using her performance to hide her casting of fly in with the burbling of the brook and everything else around. And into her performance, she will cast fly, and invisible, she will fly away. That corpse will stay there for another minute. This guy, he's gonna take one parting shot before he takes off. Avery. That will make my flat check. I need you to make a save versus torturous trauma.
Will save.
I will tell you in just a moment. I don't usually, normally you do. Torturous trauma, you need to make a basic fortitude as he starts trying to grind up your insides.
Wow.
29.
29.
Crazy.
All right.
It's called-
You will
it's
make
called-
that.
Elven period cramps.
That is, you will just take half damage. Let me see here. Where is my? That is a D4. There we go. That is. Oh, so much damage. You ready for this? You're going to take 1 point of damage as you feel some cramping in your insides. And then you guys hear sploosh inside of this area here.
I've had periods worse than that.
All right. We are taking a short break. We're still going to be here. Some of us are still here to talk to you guys. Guys, definitely ask questions. If you have any questions, please ask us. Dread, I'm glad you let me know that you're enjoying this. I hope you still continue to enjoy. Guys, feel free to check out our channel, check out YouTube. You can catch up on our episodes. I mean, we're on what, episode 80 right now, guys?
81.
81. So, yeah, check us out. And, don't forget that awesome subscribe and follow button. Streamers got to stream, though. So I'm going to let you guys talk to Chevy, Esteban, and Irnela and Sunshine, since she already went and streamed.
She
She's up in the middle.
I'm going to go have my own personal stream. I'll be back, guys.
Hey,
I'm gonna come over there and jinx your dice.
Hibbity hibbity.
Have fun. Have fun jinxing yourself. You remember this die, Jinx? This is what we call the Die of Doom.
I've actually used it. It worked once.
And when players use it, it only ever rolls a 5 and below.
It rolled a nat
about
20 for me.
80% of the time.
One time.
When
One
it
time.
counts.
Oh, when it
It'll roll
counts.
whatever you want right now. I'll let you use it during the actual campaign if you'd like.
No, if I came over there
I
and
just rolled a
handled
19
it,
with
it
it.
would
She
said
only
when it
roll
counts.
nat
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Get this bullshit out of here.
What did it roll for you?
A 19.
When it counts, it would roll a 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1.
Oh, your mother.
Anywho, I don't have any
can't do
announcements
it
now that
play.
PopCon's done.
You have an
but we have
announcement?
next year.
We do have next year, which is May 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Yes.
Yep. So we're already prepping for that.
Yes,
We're
I'm going
prepping
crazy.
for a couple other things.
I'm missing a D10.
I didn't do it.
we at
Attempting to
StarCon?
get some other things on the road
Yep.
for us, but I'm not quite sure because the particular one that we were talking about
In November.
costs a little,
This is the D8.
costs a little moolah to get the thing.
Gotcha. It'd be
Not
like a
sure.
booth.
You don't have the D10 of either of
That's
those.
not a definite.
know.
We're working on it.
Where did they fuck
We
off
may
to?
have something to announce,
Maybe they decided
Later.
to go make babies. They're off making D20s.
but we're really excited
I'm sorry.
to prepare for PopCon next year.
Yep. It was a lot of fun.
Really excited. We're already
Everybody
starting.
that came through that room definitely had a good time, and made friends along the way.
That's the bonding
And that's the
part.
real PopCon, is the friends that you make along the way.
Yeah. Oh, and not to sound like a weirdo or anything,
Or a
but
dick.
it's 312 days until PopCon.
Okay.
We need a counter.
I'm working on this on the list.
It's on the list.
We can
It's on the
pop it up
list.
under the Elite Encounters logo on the streams. 300 and X days until,
Oh no, it's going to be over here at the information station.
No, but we also need to put it out there in the world too.
what was that? I just saw a green arm fly in there.
It's a challenge
Oh.
coin.
Oh yeah. I 3D printed a bunch of Elite Encounters merch, special PopCon coins. Sunshine's showing you now.
Need a
I don't know if we
phone
can get
charger?
up close on that at some point.
Do you have a USB-C?
Jinx is gone,
Yes.
so. But
1 minute.
Por favor.
we'll, Sunshine is bringing that right up and close to the camera.
That is
That's super blurry, but has the Elite Encounters logo on it. Pumped out probably close to 200 of those, and I don't know how many we gave out over PopCon, but there's quite a bit.
You guys will take one of these away if you played in bar fights for bonding.
Or if you were Mike's kids and gave me a hug.
I guess while we're on break, I will plug Barnabas Brushes tomorrow at 5 p.m.
True. Yep.
Yep.
Table needs
Oh
to
my
shift
gosh.
down to line up with the lights.
No.
He had
All right.
Kayla was asking yesterday.
Right.
we had
All
some
right.
of his
So
stuff
look at
out at
your-
PopCon.
I'm directly above Sunshine.
No, like line up with the light, the beam of light.
There is no way I can move over that far.
Look at
Which
your,
beam of light?
That puts me
I
off
know.
the
I
table.
just so this is the conversation.
So let's move the light.
Yeah, well, like, you can't move the light because if you move the light, now it's not making beams up and down, which is what we had the issue.
We'll fix it later.
So we can't move the other light? Why is it not making beams?
Why is
Light
it
always
not-
makes beams. That's how light works.
So
It makes rays.
the question yesterday was, are we making solid beams of light between top and bottom,
Right.
Oh.
or are we lining the people up? And it was unanimously decided that we were making solid beams of light. So in order to make solid beams of light, the lights are where they're supposed to be, and then we have to slide on the table to line up with the light.
We
So
did
the
some
answer is
rearranging
yes.
at the
so basically
studio,
we use a bunch of tables.
and
Okay.
we
You
did
don't need
some
to go for it.
lighting changes, some
So what I
troubleshooting,
hear is that the
some
answer is yes.
cleaning,
I
some
am.
organizing.
Yeah.
Literally as far over as I can be at this point. So
Look, you don't need table. I'm kidding. Hey, Microwatch, can you
But for Barnabas Brushes at tomorrow at 5
Oh,
to
hey, my
6.
girl.
And then
you take
hopefully next year at PopCon we'll have some more Barnabas Brushes. And
making sure it stays
maybe
off camera.
something else. We're not quite ready for that one yet.
All I know is that Nathan was brushing some stuff for something else, and it scared me.
Yes.
who's Nathan?
Oh, Chevy was brushing some stuff,
And it was not nice.
and
Yeah.
It was
is
just a little red
That's,
dragon.
in our Discord. I don't know if I
Terrifying.
didn't post that in community. I can put that in community chat real quickly.
We don't know if that's for.
But yeah, if you guys haven't checked us out, if you're new, check us out on Discord.
did we make
And if you
Chevy
have
the head of marketing?
And if you have pictures from PopCon with us, go ahead and share those in the community, please. Those would be great.
How about no?
Shush. I know, you haven't shared the ones that you got.
Right.
that
I
were-
hold mine for ransom because that's the only way I get you to heal me.
No,
Did
it's
we-
not.
Did
Right,
we
so
ever get
am I
Slayer
on
his
my light
autographed picture?
It wasn't.
It's
So it's
Pyrokite.
Oh, it's yeah,
Okay.
my bad. I got the name wrong.
Somebody's summoning.
Because I definitely forgot about it.
Summoned.
Well, we took
Yes.
the picture.
Don't be
We
too
just
long.
gotta get it printed and
Go get,
signed.
go,
Okay,
go grab all of your friends so that we can get those numbers
Oh,
back
yeah,
up for the
guys.
second half. You know, I'm sure there are shenanigans to be afoot as we tune back in here.
I would never let you die. I didn't know that you were that beat up, okay? I was on the ground.
I would let you die.
Shut up.
I don't have healing though, so
I was
it's
gonna
like
say, I also
there's
have
nothing I can do
no
about
power
it.
to save you.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I'm
goodness.
literally the only one that can heal several.
That's not true. Esteban can take Soothe. He just doesn't.
He hasn't
That's what I said. He just doesn't.
until
He
that
doesn't care
time.
enough.
I'm
I
the
mean,
only one that
technically,
can do
you
it.
guys are still in combat because those things, unless you can stop them from
Well,
regenerating.
I just want you to know, unless they're going to stand up before my turn, I'll spend the rest of my turn for the next forever stabbing them over and over and over and over and over and over again until they're gone. I will chop them into little pieces and throw them in the river.
We're gonna keep fighting them.
No, I'm
All I
going
know
to.
is
For
I
sure.
killed this lady over here.
Stab
Well,
it
if we're
just
gonna
to make
keep
sure.
fighting, I need a rest
I
for
mean,
my spells.
Definitely 100% killed this lady.
Stab it just to make sure.
Yeah.
It's a
I'll
bard,
stab
they're
you later.
tricky.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would stab Esteban again if he died.
wow. You would stab Esteban again if he died. You wouldn't just heal him,
Yeah, you're
considering
check to
what's
make
going
sure
on
he's
right now?
dead
If we were fighting him, I would stab him again.
I would just
Just rolled another nat.
try to distract
Picked it
him
up.
again away from the party. 'Cause it doesn't take much to distract him.
Hey,
So,
chitter, chitter, chitter.
Chitter, chitter,
fuck
chitter.
you.
All right. Calling all Estebans.
Yep, I'm sure he's coming.
Esteban,
Clean up
And-
on aisle
the Jinx.
1 down here.
All right. Yep,
Return
yep,
to
yep.
your stations.
I'm sure they're coming.
Nobody cares. We want them now.
So,
now.
knowing that, you know, Several is just going to be chopping at these things, after, I mean, they're definitely regenerating
Okay.
There's still
somehow.
a dog there.
Can I
right?
You know what? Everybody
Are we
gather
s-
around.
Are we still in
Do
combat?
they have like
Not technically. If he's going to keep chopping at them, I'm
What about
Can
the
I-
dog?
pretty sure we're.
do they have a ring on, an amulet, any kind of magic thing that
Am I
looks like
still
they may be giving
bleeding?
them regeneration?
You will continue to bleed for a minute.
That's
Okay,
10.
everybody gather around the two corpses that he's been chopping away at. So roll 31 feet, please.
Trooper.
Get away from us.
I'm going to cast the 3-action heal, which is everybody within this range.
As I make my way over there, I do stab at her just one more time, just to kind of
Okay,
poke her body.
give me a perception.
29.
29. You,
I think that's what you rolled last
with
time.
with stabbing it and noticing it doesn't change, and there's no resistance to your stab. That's a fucking illusion.
Bitch.
I told you
Yep.
to stab it.
He just says, "Yeah, I got her."
Yeah, guys, don't worry about this over here, guys. I got it. And I make my way over the river acrobatically.
Through the
and
woods.
I'm
with
pretty sure
panache
you can
do a
make it over there
backflip
easy.
Off the end to the other side, yeah.
Once
Okay.
everybody's in range, and several is not,
Okay.
everybody takes 27. Those that are not undead take healing. Those of you that are undead take damage.
All right.
Does that get rid
Since
of
they
drain
are-
at all, or is it just drain?
No,
separate?
drained. You must
Gotta
rest.
sleep.
You said
So-
27?
Yes.
Now that they are down and haven't stood up, and you've hit them with that healing damage, they are not getting back up. Their regeneration has stopped. You have permanently destroyed them as you send that heal out, and everybody feels that nice warm radiance of the goddess Yunko healing you. You see those corpses go and start turning into ash. No mist, just ash. And the little dog thing has just kind of disappeared.
Okay. Did that cart stop nearby, or did the horse just keep going?
The horse kept going for a bit. If you want to go, kind of try to see where it
Yeah, we
stopped.
probably need to go check out what they were so willing to fight for.
We need the cart. We need to see what the illusion is because you were standing in it and you were half in a chest.
Yeah.
What is that?
You were like
Druid,
in a
go
fruit
get
box
the
by yourself.
horse.
I've been half in a chest before, but usually my sword is on the other
Hold
half,
your horses.
like through them.
That's your
He's
hold
so
those
not like
horses.
his father.
He's pointy end goes through the chest. Yeah.
Pointy guy goes in the other guy. Yeah, got
I'm
it.
just saying, if you were half in a chest, Esteban, I don't think it would be with a sword, correct?
It depends the mood, but probably not.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna go find the horse and the wagon.
Okay, who's heading that up?
Probably our
The
druid.
druid.
You want to give us a
And
nature
me?
check there?
I certainly can.
Well,
will
how about
the
yeah,
druid.
nature. Let's get in nature.
Oh, I can actually finish this thing now.
18 total because I rolled a 1.
Okay, you rolled a 1. No, you get close to the horse and you've got a Zara right beside you. She's still not flamed out. It just
free.
scares it. It takes off running harder.
I also rolled an 18. How's that make you feel?
Well, she rolled a 1,
I
so
know.
she
Not
scares it.
better.
So yeah, it takes off faster.
I'm moving after the fucking horse.
Can I shoot it?
Don't-
But you absolutely can if you want to
I'll
shoot
try
it.
to chase it down and jump on it to try to like calm it down.
Okay.
Look,
I mean, it's not able to pull that cart by itself at its full movement speed.
Right.
You guys can catch up to it.
I'll jump up on the horse if I can and
I'm
try
gonna
to
do a nature.
calm it down.
Okay. You trying to command animal there and try to stop it?
Yeah,
You want to give her an aid there
Sure, yeah, I'll do that.
with
since
a
you're hopping up on it?
Just nature.
Yes.
with a 33.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't even need your aid.
Aid. Okay.
Don't need your help.
She really doesn't.
It would have
My
been a
grandfather
21
is
on
amazing.
the aid.
Taught me
Oh,
all
yeah.
he knows.
Jeez.
So yeah, that's what, a 34 actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get it stopped and calmed down, and it's sweating and upset, but you know it'll stop and chill out for a bit. And
Trains.
We're gonna search that cart.
Yeah, let's. Is it still illusory? Like, do we see all the stuff that was in it before, or is it illusion?
yeah, you can still see just all the things packed inside. You see, boxes and crates and such, and you reach in and your hand goes through the salted citrus
I don't like
crate.
I don't want to stick my hand in a mousetrap.
Is there a way to dispel the illusion?
Do we have an estimate?
I'm looking at you guys because I can't do this.
Dispel magic on the cart.
Okay, roll me a counteract.
While this is going on, I'm going to spend 10 minutes to refocus and get a focus point back.
Okay.
I rolled a 14.
That's going to be just fine.
Okay.
So the illusionary guise disappears. Pretty much most of the stuff that looks like it's packed into that it just kind of goes away, and it's only temporary. It will come back because this is a permanent magic item here. And you see inside, you see a couple satchels. You see kind of a false bottom that is opened up that skeleton thing was probably crumpled down into. And when it stood up, it came out of the illusion. But that's what you see at a glance.
I think we found our new cart.
I think
Complete with illusion.
It does need 2 horses to pull it because one cannot continuously pull this thing.
Could we use a horse and a phase cap?
we have horses. We
Possibly.
Oh, yeah, we are riding horses, are we not?
we have a cart.
Okay.
Well,
let's just
most of
create-
them are riding horses. You're riding
I'm
a
riding a
phase
phase
panther.
No, we bought a cart.
Yeah, we bought a cart.
Yeah,
to
I'm
carry
saying
it, so
she's still riding a phase panther. It's not like
Yes.
he's gonna want her to be away from him.
we
That's
can
true.
move that crate into this and abandon our old cart and hook the horses up to this.
That's
Is that what you
fine.
want to do?
Yeah.
I like a magic cart.
I do want to go through the stuff that is there in the sacks and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Okay. You find one of the satchels has quite a few gems inside of it. It's got a little small little bit of wealth in there in gems alone. The other one, you see like compositions and such. There's music inside. Give me a perception.
I just hand it to Esteban.
Okay. Still want a perception.
Okay. That's a 34.
Okay, you see your name on one of those.
I pull that out of the sack.
Okay.
38.
As you're handing off the compositions, yeah, you pull that out. You see Cyril's name on one of them that he's pulled out and is kind of looking at. And the last satchel has about 1,000 platinum in it. So.
So it weighs a fuck ton.
Well, I mean, there's a mixture. There's some gold coins in there, so it's not quite taking up that much room, but yeah.
It's like 1,000 nickels.
Why do you need two
that down.
horses?
Do what?
I'll add it. Here,
I said somebody write that down.
I got it.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I'll
where
put it
my
in mine.
pencil is.
1,000 platinum.
Remember,
Well, platinum on Iota so.
yes, well, just to let everyone know,
Oh, yeah.
gold is more valuable than platinum because
Yes.
The bardic lore is one tale. The lore, sorry, my brain's like processing. It
Bard
is
loading.
Bard loading. Hello. I was thinking about the chest comment earlier. Sorry. you know.
Thinking about being half in a chest. Got it.
Yes. No, it's what was that? Bones. The dragons, when they die, they leave a skeleton made of gold, and that is why they turned the money into. And since there aren't a large amount of dragons in Iodidri, it's a resource, so it's actually worth more
When
because there's more.
they fossilize, they turn to gold.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's it.
That's one of the stories. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the stories.
That's one of the
Is it
things,
correct?
and I held on to that factoid for like 20 years.
That is true. You did.
I have
So-
a lot of factoids that I've held on for 20 years.
Yeah,
That's
well,
why you
I
can't
mean,
remember characters' names.
write this shit
shut
down
up.
on the wiki.
What? Character names?
Yeah.
Like whose?
Like any new person that gets.
You just called me Nate a minute ago.
Yeah, I'm just saying who that.
I did not.
I did. That was me.
You said Nathan, but just a minute ago, in the game, you said Nate.
Did I?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Well, I know your spellcasters are pretty tired. You guys have a new cart. You guys have some money and some gems. The gems are probably worth about 500 platinum altogether. And there's multiple different kinds of gems, including a couple decent-sized diamonds. So
Hey, Chevy, write that
yeah,
down.
I got you.
Loot.
apparently you are the recorder.
You've become the scribe.
the Loot Master, 5,000.
I need you to get a notebook
how
like
much
Mert
was
does.
that in gems? You said there were 500 gold worth.
Now we need you to do the math and split that equally among 6 people.
Yeah, 400 gold of it comes to me, and then the rest goes to
Wow, okay.
Actually, I was wondering if at some point we could go and procure some runes for my armor and things because I've been wearing the same stuff since we met.
So since
Which
yesterday.
time?
The first time we met.
So since yesterday?
Yeah, since yesterday.
Look,
So-
you know who I am, you assholes.
You guys were within sight of a halfling village, but now the bridge is down.
Hello. I'm Esteban San Jorge de la Vega.
But this happened on the
Emmanuel.
other side, right? So she was coming. Oh, she was coming out of the.
I can build the bridge.
Oh yeah?
Can you?
I can build. I can repair things like that. Give me a minute.
I mean, mending it'd take a while, but it'd take a lot of castings of mending to be able to get to that.
I have hands. I just tell them what to do.
Was there anything else in this cart that I need to be writing
Your
down?
skeleton hands can build a bridge.
I mean,
No.
that was everything you guys saw at a glance.
It's helping
That
hands
cool as
can.
hell.
I was gonna think that was cool.
Is anybody searching this thing?
Searching what?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
This,
that's what the
uh,
reception check is for.
Yeah.
cart?
Is anybody searching this cart?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was searching the cart.
38.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I thought you were looking at what he pulled out of the sheaf of papers he handed to you.
Sorry. No.
I have ageless patience, so I'm going to take my time and search.
Okay.
Every
Is that a
nothing
thing
creating.
for real?
It is.
Awesome.
I mean, he is an elf. They
not
kind of
with Avery.
decide when they die unless they're killed. So, kind of gets to. They kind of thumb their nose at
that
death
gives
sometimes.
me a 35.
35, and Esteban, yours is
For what? Sorry.
for actually searching the cart. Because you guys will, the illusion will come back up.
Yep.
You do find, though, if you stick your head in under the illusion,
You can see.
if you're sitting down in the cart, you can see everything under the cart, and
Do
you
you-
can kind of see through the illusion.
Do you see like the illusion, like you're like in a video game stuck in the wall?
Yeah,
trying to see
kind
a
of.
little
Yeah,
bit? Okay.
absolutely.
X-ray
Your
touch.
Overwatch is showing.
Yes.
All right.
Well, I need to make it work. 18.
All right.
18 on the finding of things.
18. Okay. All right. So you and Cyril are really kind of pouring through this thing, but it's Cyril that finds this small catch within the hidden bottom. You find a little compartment. It's actually a waterproof compartment, and you find a small scroll case. And scroll case has a seal on it that's been broken.
Okay.
And it is a green wax with what looks like 3 slash marks through it, but they're in a very specific spot. Like it was intentional on the slash marks. Like it was part of the stamp to seal it.
Sure. Do I recognize that seal in any capacity?
You know how you work. Let's see, did you ever see it? You're not sure. You've never seen that seal before.
I just hand the scroll case to Sunshine.
Okay.
Can I look, because I'm little, under? Can I investigate under the cart?
You can.
Is there any kind of satchels or anything on the horse?
So
No, it's just bridled up.
Put it on top of dice.
It's kind of dragging the dead horse along with it.
Oh,
so it really
It's better when
couldn't
it
get
landed
very
we
far.
probably
Yeah.
should get rid of that dead.
I got a 21.
Unhook it,
Okay.
Avery.
I will do that.
Take the
The
bridle off.
cats
we'll use
will be happy to get rid of that for you guys.
Okay.
I bet
As
they
you're
will.
kind of looking underneath there,
We
and
just have our cats pull the wagon.
you're checking out what's under there, and it's a pretty cleverly hidden compartment under there, because unless you're really looking under here and checking everything at the top, it's that false bottom compartment that thing came out of. You have to really get down there and look. But other than that, there's really nothing else under here other than you do see, you see just dirt and grime and such, and with a really good look, maybe you could tell where it's been, but
This
there's
smells
really
like-
I'm
nothing
not
else
that
to
interested.
find under there.
It's been to that town. It smells like
I'm
cheese.
going, when she unbridles the horse, and I'm going to suggest the cats just like carry it off before it starts munching.
While this is
if
going
you
on,
could
I'm just spending another
please
10
take
minutes
that
to
over.
refocus
Okay.
again. So, again, both my focus.
So,
Once they're done with the cart, I'm going to try to turn it around because we're going that way.
are
we
we?
find a new bridge.
Poor El Gato is very torn between going and eating the horse and leaving Urnela.
Eat,
He's
Do I
like
watch a horse get eaten.
watching,
No.
and then
No, I don't.
eat.
He's got separation anxiety.
he does.
Yes,
for some
for
reason,
some
he seems to
reason.
have
Maybe you could just
separation
turn your back
anxiety
to the
to get
horse.
away from Urnela. He eventually
Arm around him
just
or something.
plops beside her and goes,
Tell him to go eat.
Go eat Elgato.
"Give me a nature
Please.
check to command animal."
Don't eat El Gato.
No,
El Gato, go eat.
Yeah.
no. That's a 30.
Okay.
Nice.
He'll give you a kind of a hard noggin real quick into the chest before
Some
he
scritches.
he goes bounding off
will
after his sister and
I will stay right here.
Azara.
So I just want to be crystal clear here. We're completely okay that we're going to have the cats eat a horse that is alive, but we're not okay that I scared one to death.
The
No,
horse
no,
was
they're
dead.
eating the
They're
dead
eating
one.
the dead one.
The one that you scared to
Yeah,
death.
Yeah.
You
They're eating
it's
it.
already dead because you scared it to death.
Yeah,
would
they're,
they be
they're
eating
eating
a
the one that you
live
scared to
horse?
death.
When they get
Keeping the
hungry,
live horse.
when they get
We
hungry,
need live horses to pull things.
They're so hungry they could eat a horse, literally. So
that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And
Go
who's
nuts.
the bard
This
now?
is just easy meat. Anyways,
Esteban is not.
So how many
available.
horses do we have now? We have the one that was on this
Damn.
cart.
Yeah.
Did we have
You just
two
roasted
pulling our
everybody.
cart? Or
Your
what I
cart
do.
was only a one horse, I believe. I
so
don't
we
remember.
still
I'd
I
have
have
to.
some
horses.
grievous
We have one
wounds.
horse, we
I don't
can-
know if you noticed.
right.
Pisses me
Medic
off.
bitch.
was
I have
still
quick repair,
extremely injured.
and I'm a master
Not
at
extremely, but I
crafting.
am wounded.
So it lowers the crafting. It makes crafting or repair checks lose the exploration trait.
Okay.
It goes from 10 minutes to 1 minute. When I
Okay.
become a legendary crafter, it'll be 1 action.
Gotcha.
So actually, since I'm a master, it only takes 3 actions to craft something.
Okay, it will take you a series, like a
Yes.
skill challenge to do so, but if you start just kind of barking out commands and getting some help,
Yeah.
you can get that bridge back up and out of the water and
I
at
was on
least
a
in
ship.
working
I can-
order.
I can use a hammer and
Yeah, I'll help you.
If you've got both of them helping, you can
Not
have it
get
back up there
stitched.
and ready to go across in about an hour, hour and a half.
I also have the group aid thing, so I can aid them in the checks.
Okay.
And then it's cooperative soul.
Yeah, you give.
Considering
you get +2.
how bad and rickety
44.
the bridge itself was,
It's gonna be better.
you actually make it better. And
Got it.
and like you guys could see, they were already constructing. They're trying to change it over to stone, and so you get the wooden part back up there, and it's actually sturdy enough to get everybody across
And then I'm gonna draw plans up and say this is how to make it better.
and post it
And
somewhere.
post it on the bridge.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
just says, "I don't know what you were trying
make
to
sure
do,
you
but
use
this is
vertical trusses here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna engineer the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
Triangles.
hard to retrofit a
Always.
bridge anyway and still
Always
make it
triangles.
functional.
Yeah. It needed
But-
to be collapsed so that they could make it better.
Yeah.
We did them a service.
Absolutely.
sometimes it's
Absolutely.
easier just to start over."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See, now I definitely have to paint this cart for you guys specifically.
Yeah.
What color do you want it? Pink?
Oh yeah, we'll stand right out. Huh?
All right.
Which one's yours? It's the pink
So-
one.
So while Esteban was getting, and Esteban and Chevy were getting the stuff together to do this, I made several sit down so I could stitch him.
Okay.
So he's good. Does anybody
Do
else
we have
need
like a team
stitched?
logo, Esteban, as a?
I could use a
United
little
Souls?
bit.
I haven't seen like a banner that we have flying around.
I can make one. Give me a minute.
We should have a team logo.
I don't
Like
think
graffiti
so.
it on the bridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, cool idea though. If you're in the chat room and you happen to do graphic arts and you want to design a United Souls logo, we can start collecting them and we can vote on which one we'll use.
Yeah.
How about that?
Do we have a color palette we want, or just let people go
Let's
ham?
go ham.
Yeah.
All right.
Pink.
Please no.
I think the logo should just
I'm
be
with you,
Chevy's
Ray.
face.
Doing the wink.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what it should be.
And
but you know,
below it, it
you're not the one who
says
actually
hibbity,
does
hibbity
all the
hi.
talking.
A hat with elf ears coming out from under it, because
I'm
that
the
seems
best
to be
looking
what it
one,
is.
huh?
We have the elves over
Please.
here, and we have the hats over here.
You
I
think
mean,
you're the best looking one, dear child.
Everybody knows I'm the best looking one.
I mean, I wouldn't hurt Ernela.
It could be Irnela doing the wink.
your nail is adorable.
But you can't see it because the hat's
The hat's
too
in the
big.
way, yeah.
She's just like this.
She's just doing this.
You just see.
With finger guns instead of real guns.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta make
Or
sure
maybe
there's a
real guns.
feather on top of the hat too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, everyone
feathers
else
like
needs a feather. I like that your
Like
feather's all
a,
wrapped.
like a hat with a soul
You know what they
crystal.
say?
It just moves.
Hats of a
hat with
feather.
a soul crystal. That's great.
Hats of a feather.
Yeah.
You know.
So
Say
you
that at
guys
the same
get this
table?
bridge rebuilt,
Yes.
at least enough to go over, and you guys heading on to this halfling town that you see up ahead. Well,
Take 27.
kind of assuming it's a halfling town. It's kind of, nestled
Oh.
into the
I
woods
was
a
like-
bit.
Thank you.
You guys have got,
I'm only down 4
I'm fully
after
healed.
the last round of healing.
Good as well.
you got low roads in between some grassy ridges.
Oh, I did it to myself.
The grassy knoll.
You're fine.
You've got, some of the chimneys and some of the houses themselves seem to be made of some kind of fungal wood or petrified fungal material. Some of them are just kind of a mix of stone and just regular wood. But it's pretty but somewhat dark as it continues back into the woods more and more. It does have some of it sitting outside of it, and you see some farmland outside of it as well, but not a whole lot.
As we're walking, I'm going to read that paper that has my name on it.
Okay. As you're reading, you guys are coming closer and closer to what looks to be some kind of tavern or inn for the evening.
Oh, thank God.
And as you're reading this composition, you start hearing the words of that composition floating out from the bar.
From the bar, like we're walking to?
Mm-hmm. Somebody is in there performing that music.
Was the composition entitled several, or was it?
It wasn't, but his name is in the margin over to the side.
It's that dang Nisla again.
I'll just walk up like between Esteban and Chevy and just kind of hold the composition in front of them and be like, do you guys hear that coming out of the bar too?
As you guys are, it's pointed out to you, you guys hear this kind of haunting rhythm from a lute, finger-picked, maybe some kind of flute or something in the background. But it's going into the second verse as he shows you the paper.
No, you're just hearing things.
And you guys read on the page as the song continues. And what you see on the page says, he once drew breath in moonlit halls, a blade of night behind crimson walls. He drinks blood and life, but leaves the vein. Death follows him like it's a chain. And then you hear the chorus kick in. It's different than the first one that you heard. It says, oh, hush ye heart and count your stars. The grave still walks with love and scars. He wears her light like borrowed skin. Is the pale betrayer still within?
Pointed.
Are you guys still walking toward this tavern?
How could we not?
I mean, sure, yeah.
Do we all hear this by now?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
As you guys are getting to the door, you hear, they kissed beneath the olden tree, a mystery solved the gods did see. Now shadow follows every spark, and saints sleep light when nights are dark. So raise a glass and mark me well, should you see a golden saint and a pale shadow from hell. For love or doom their tale still runs, and both may break before they're done.
I was trying to figure out how to put go to hell in that.
And it just kind of fades off as you guys walk in.
Who's singing it or playing it or
That goddamn
whatever
Nisla.
it is?
It is not Nisla.
Good.
How funny would that have
I
been?
knew that you guys had
I would have
Sunwell
shot her
fans
on
across
sight.
Iodidry. I didn't know there were Sunwell fans like outside of the group.
Yeah, so the people that you just say.
So the verses that
descriptions.
you did not hear sung, but noticed, the first verse was, there walks a saint of golden flame, with eyes alight and none to shame. She heals with hands her God not forgot, yet weeps for souls that time did rot. O light, O grace, beware the crown. The sun may rise, but still burn down. And in her shadow, tight and near, the pale betrayer lingers near. That is what's written on the page, and Sivril's name is over in the margin. And I'm looking
It's
to
weird that it
tell
says
you
who's in
who
your
is
shadow,
out there
since
doing
You would
that.
have no shadow since you're a light source.
Maybe
Not
it's
very more
metaphor.
accurate.
You
I like to write
see
my
a
songs.
small gnome woman with a little lute, and she's coming off the stage. People are clapping.
Yeah, and as the
I
door's
just
open,
like I
there's
just
a-
like push the door open, and I'm just like,
right beside him,
Macrowatch redeemed and named that.
the inn.
what
It's,
are you trying to name?
Oh, the bard.
The bard.
Oh, the bard already has a name. Unfortunately, I have that. You can name this town. I did say last stream that somebody could name this town that you guys were going to. Okay, what is that?
How do you even say that?
It's Uzium.
Oozium.
Uzium. You have no idea how well that works.
Uzium.
No, fuck.
We're leaving this town.
We're not staying tonight. Fuck
It
that
says,
range.
welcome to, and I go, how the fuck do you say that? And Esteban goes, Uzium, and I go,
Nope.
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 Should we add a
So this is
apostrophe in there?
This is Tavern of the Dark then that we entered into.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Tavern of the Dark is the one that you guys have walked into here.
Oh.
How far away are we from the date that we gave to Velkrin? Is it like tomorrow that we gave Velkrin?
What did you tell Valkyrin, guys?
We were not specific. we said, meet us here on a date. So
Yeah, it was a date given with the appropriate amount of time for us to travel to whatever that is and be there before Velkrin gets there.
Right.
Oh,
So we're
with
probably
your letter.
there the
Yes.
night before, or maybe even a day before that. So
Right.
I would leave
Okay.
that up to you. However,
Yeah, if you were aiming for a day before, you guys are a little later coming in than you would like, but only by an hour and a half to fix a bridge.
Sure.
Look, we have did them a service.
Right, so
So we rid them of vampires
We will,
and fix the bridge.
since now this is the Tavern in the Dark, we will, after I clap and
ain't
whatever
dark
happens
anymore.
after that, we will reconvene outside and we'll send Esteban in for his recon mission.
You just see the gnome say, thank you, thank you. Doesn't seem to realize anything about this song possibly being about you two.
Great.
And just
don't recognize.
just kind of
Pulling-
bows and
pulling.
kind of staggers a little bit as she heads to the bar to get another drink.
Love it.
Oh, you guys got a song.
Look at that face. She's like, yep, fuck you.
Look.
Is that going to be played at the wedding?
No.
No, at the funeral.
Yes.
There is going to be a wedding though.
I don't know.
You.
They don't really do that.
Yeah, we do.
Shut up, it's my lie, let me tell it.
We're in the bar, damn it.
Yeah, hey, I'm going into the bar.
You're gonna go do
into the
recon?
bar.
Don't recognize me.
Yes.
I have
Ow.
a bright red hat.
Right. So remember, we were supposed to meet Velkrin. He doesn't know him.
Right.
And he won't remember me tomorrow anyway.
Yeah. So he will know us. We're outside the bar pulling,
Okay.
casing the joint.
Security.
We've definitely been more than 24 hours without.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah. Yes.
wouldn't recognize you at this point.
You wouldn't
Fair.
know him.
But he would recognize
You
us
can
for
totally interact in chat, Dread. You don't have to send me private messages.
Yeah.
You should totally put that in there.
Talk shit.
Absolutely. Oh, no. Totally wrote another little bit to a verse.
Oh, that's
and I
awesome.
like it.
All right, so I
You
walk
have
in.
to now. Put it
It's
in.
awesome. It's really good.
Put it in.
It is.
Not like that.
It's good.
Sorry.
And here they come. Every other show. All right, so
Every other show.
it really is. It really is where you guys go on,
That's
one long
That's
dick joke
hopeful.
for an entire show. It's about every other show, but
And look,
you
I'm
throw
trying
them
not
in
to
and-
do the dick joke thing every show. It gets old.
It's not every show. It's every other show.
Well, at least we're
Only once a week.
consistent.
Exactly.
I don't know about you.
All right,
I'm pretty
so
sure I make one
you're
every
gonna go
time.
into the bar. Sorry.
Yes. And I am going to,
Ask.
open the door, or actually, is there what kind of door does it have? Or does it even have a door?
I mean, it has a door. It's just
Is it a
kind of
halfling door?
no
So it's a normal
normal
door?
size door.
Okay.
And you notice there are
What's
other
wrong with halfling doors?
there are other
don't have to
size
bend over.
people in the room. There are different size chairs and such.
Okay.
It's kind of a hodgepodge of different sizes in the room. They even seem to have a really big one toward the back.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder what goes in there.
We can set up a little camp and
So,
you guys can rest.
all right. So I'm going to
You could
walk
make
in.
a cabin.
And do the most charismatic presence thing, as I am here and everyone should be impressed type thing,
Okay.
laying on the performance. and whatnot. So I walk in and I just stand at the door like I'm looking for someone.
Okay.
And what do I see?
So you see the little female gnome up at the bar. She's got kind of a darker brown, kind of greenish skin tone almost. It's like an olive skin tone.
Okay.
Dark short hair. And then you've got the bartender is, I believe, human. Is in there. I can tell you who all's in there.
Can I have a bardic to know if I know the bard?
You can.
Yeah, but a die can sit on that.
Only because it's 5 times the size of all your other dice.
Yeah.
Because you rolled it into another die.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see that in there. Look. This die is freaking huge.
That's what she said.
Yes.
Yep, here we go.
Anyways.
We're talking about the size of the die, that's all. So, do you want me to roll a performance?
Yes.
All right, so...
What did you get on your bardic for
Oh, yeah, the
knowing
bardic.
the bard?
19 plus 12. 31.
31.
My brain's like, you can't math. I'm like, shut up.
Quit telling me how to live my life.
21?
31.
31.
Numbers are hard.
They are, especially late at night.
Yeah, right.
All
Especially
right.
spooky bars.
So, I was trying to tell you who else is in the bar, but let me tell you about this bard
Yep,
first.
sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I just have to... I've got it right here. Okay. That is Tally Rasp Nettlebloom.
Yeah, that sounds like a gnome.
Yes.
Yes. She is... You know her as a bard that kind of travels more seedy locations along the Harvest Coast. And she doesn't really create her own music. She usually plays
Covers.
other bard stuff. Yeah, she does covers, but she always gives them their due. So before she plays it, she would say, you know, this is one of Esteban San Jorge de la Vega's compositions, if she could remember your name.
All right.
I don't know who wrote this song,
But she definitely collects songs like they're secrets. She probably has one of the largest repertoires of memorized music that anyone you've ever heard of.
Awesome. And who else is there?
You see the bartender, interesting fellow. It's a human who is blindfolded. And he's working the bar. You don't see him really talking to anybody, but when people order, he just hands out the drink as if he could see. But he's very obviously completely blindfolded.
Can I have a bardic on him?
You can.
25.
For this guy, I don't think you've ever heard of him. But, you know, most people know who the bartender is. You could probably talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You also see a slightly white and purple tiefling. She's like a very pale,
Like pastel almost?
pastel purple, yeah, almost, but it's almost white. You know, only the crevices of her body seem to have that darker shade. And she's kind of sitting, chain smoking something in a pipe.
I probably don't know much about her. 16.
Yeah, no, you're not sure who that is. There's a... hang on, what's your perception DC?
26.
Oh, well, I guess it would be... Give me a... What is your perception when you walk in? Just give me a perception. I'll tell you if you see this one. That's what it would be.
29.
Okay. Kind of being unobtrusive and off to the side, kind of close to the door, you see somebody who you wouldn't think would be security, but you're pretty sure that guy's security. That is probably one of the most muscled halflings you've ever seen in your life. And he's
Turbo
pretty quiet and just kind of kicked back, and he's. If you didn't have your keen eye, you wouldn't have even noticed him standing against the wall. He's just very unobtrusive. And he's just kind of watching the whole bar like he's looking for any trouble. You're pretty sure he could probably bounce everybody out.
Yeah.
And the last person you see in there is, let's see, you got the human halfling, and you see a male gnome, and he's just kind of hanging out at a table, nursing a drink.
Anything remarkable?
Nothing really remarkable about him.
Just a male gnome.
Yeah, he just seems to just, I mean, he's a little older. He's starting to do the salt and peppery thing through here.
Awesome. I'll try to get information on him to see if I know, because people do
Just gonna
things.
kind of go up and sit down with the older guy.
Yeah, well, I was gonna just see if he sounds familiar, but I'm actually gonna go to the bar and talk to the bard.
Okay.
So I rolled a bardic at 24 for him.
For the
Salt and pepper guy.
salt and pepper guy. 29?
24.
24. Okay. 24. Yeah, I don't see how you'd really know much about him. Yeah, I'm not sure how you would know much about him.
I mean, so we hear things. Stories are told. That's what we do. All right. So I'm going to go up to the bartender, or not the bartender, and ask for a water.
He very silently brings you water.
And what is the complicated halfling or gnome name again? What's her first name?
Her name was Tally.
Tally. Tally. Wonderful performance. I am Esteban San Jorge de la Vega, at your service. Where did you learn such a interesting piece?
Oh, that one? That was from an anonymous donor, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you learn it?
I learned it this morning.
Okay. Awesome. Whenever she said anonymous donor, can I have a perception to see if she's lying, if she actually...
Sure, go ahead.
18.
I mean, she more than likely, she's a bard, but you can't really tell. She's kind of hard to read.
Yeah, that's fair.
She looks like she's kind of teasing that she could be lying, teasing that she's not. Maybe she stole it. You don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, yeah. I know. Look, I am of the craft. I understand the ways, and we keep our secrets. And some of us collect our treasures.
Well, I mean, I'm more than happy to tell people the composers, but this person didn't want to be named.
No, that's fair. And fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
But they wanted the song out there. And they wanted me to learn it really fast for some reason.
Probably some...
You gonna buy me a drink?
Of course.
Oh, perfect.
What are you drinking?
Bring me another. He
I'll have one too.
comes over and puts down 2 cups.
Awesome.
They're halfling sized.
That's fine.
Do you hold your liquor well? See, yeah. I'm starting to not. I'm telling you, it's good stuff. Watch out.
I mean, it depends on the liquor. And, what I get up to afterwards. With a coy smile.
Well, keep buying these drinks and we'll see.
I mean, come on.
We're about to lose Esteban.
You know how this
You guys
goes.
got a peek in the bar. He's definitely sitting next to a female.
He's trying to hit that.
Are you taking a drink of the drink?
Yeah, what is it?
It's strong, whatever the hell it is.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay. Give me
Okay.
fortitude.
Good boy. Next thing you know, Esteban has no front teeth.
Something.
I'm like, how would I sound weird.
Why do you
27.
suddenly sound French? No.
Bonjour, je m'appelle
That's usually what happens. No, sorry.
Je suis un art.
Did you just fail that one
No.
really bad? Okay.
No, 27. Yes, I'm a pineapple. That's what I said.
All I'm thinking about is a mouse under a table. Anyway, okay.
What?
I'll tell you later. All right. So what
Oh.
brings you to town? Are you traveling by yourself?
No, I have some companions. They're just dealing with the cart. And I heard the music.
You let them do the crap work. Got it. Makes sense.
Look, do these hands look like they actually do work?
I would hope not.
They just built a bridge. So, yes, they do.
Hearingly directed.
These hands are soft and delicate instruments, and they make masterpieces.
Well, hopefully you have calluses and the fingers in the right places. Wouldn't want you to
All right,
miss
I'm
a
leaving the bar.
chord.
I'm gonna send Avery in after him.
Don't send me into this.
Pretend to be his girlfriend.
Oh,
that'd
funny
be
as
bad.
that be.
No!
Open the door.
Esteban's at Jorge de la Vega. I knew I'd find you here.
I'm pregnant.
Yes!
I tell you I'm pregnant this morning, and this is where you are this afternoon?
This is what happens when the siblings start actually working together.
Look, this is
God.
what happens whenever I go to a bar.
Your child is waiting for you outside.
Are you going in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going in.
So you come walking
going in?
in.
No,
Okay.
I'm not going in. I'm with you.
Zara's following right on your heels.
Esteban, your child is waiting for you outside.
Shut up. There's no proof it's mine.
She looks just like you. You can't deny it. She's even wearing a tiny miniature hat with a feather in it.
Did I make it? Then it's
Yes.
not mine. Did I get the hat?
Yes.
Prove it.
Somebody you know, I take
Your
it.
name is stitched on the inside.
Look, my name is stitched on it inside of many hats. That's what I do for a living.
This is where you say
I thought you were a bard.
women.
I am a bard. I also am a merchant.
You're also what?
A merchant!
That is not what I thought you
That's
said.
not what I heard either.
Look, with your giant elf ears, you should be able to hear me.
It's been a long day.
And why are you blocking me here?
Is there anybody playing at the bar? Or is it now quiet?
I don't know. me and
There
Sybil
is
got
a
bored.
lute still strumming itself
Okay.
over in the chair that she got up out of.
Cool.
Just like Esteban will be.
Strumming himself.
I don't know why she had to come in here and fuck
So,
this up for me, but whatever.
Don't
I
blame me.
mean-
Sybil's idea.
Yeah. She's
Fucking
party
name
member.
dropping, folks.
Okay.
not a
Okay.
thing.
So not like I'm not gonna get stabbed here in a minute.
I mean, if you want to,
Or-
but that's not really what I'm into at the
I
moment.
see what you did there. I
You
see
like
what you
that?
did there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
Another round? Another
Double?
round? Yes.
Make it 4 for her. We're just gonna skip to the pants part.
Pants.
What is happening?
Esteban's trying to get some.
We are
We just
advancing
leave
the
him
plot.
here and go to a different tavern.
I'm gonna walk in the bar.
Your turn, buddy.
You're terrible at this.
Tag, you're it.
I walk in the bar.
Okay. There. Cheers.
I sit at the bar down the way, so it's like her, Esteban, and I have whatever. I just give me a cup, and I just sit like this.
You've got the guy in a
Yep.
blindfold comes over and just puts down a cup.
Great. I just have the cup in my hand, and I just am like this.
Are you just staring at me?
Yeah.
Hold on.
He's jealous.
Is this an inn? So that it has rooms.
Have to ask.
Hey,
It looks like it could.
I'm going in.
So while everyone's here, fucking with my groove,
Hey,
Hey, the rest of us
Several
don't
walked
get
in
laid
and stared at
regularly,
you.
okay? We
and
can fuck with you sometimes.
Look. Whenever you talk,
No, not
the
with
mood
the party.
dies.
wow.
I'm also going in.
I don't think so.
When I woke up, I see Esteban there, and I say, "Oh my gosh, is that Esteban San Jorge de la Vega, the most famous bard I've ever met?"
It is.
Oh my goodness. I say to the girl, oh, you've got to listen to one of his songs. He's amazing.
I mean, he says he's in the business, but I haven't heard him sing yet, or play, or...
He's the best bard I've ever met.
I've not heard of him until just now. That bus.
You don't know what you're
His
missing.
license plate says Chevy.
We have 3 other kids at home.
Oh, you already gave up yours. I know
Damn
you're
it.
not...
He has 3 kids
Wait,
at home.
do you have kids with her?
Oh, fuck no, I haven't
Okay,
touched
just
that.
checking. I just figured I'd check. Are you going to play
Oh,
something?
really?
Yeah.
Okay, you should play something. I need to hear it.
Okay, I'm coming in and I'm going to talk to the bartender about.
Oh, this is pretty.
Okay. You walk up and you see a male human with a thing over his eyes.
Do you have rooms?
That's really
Or
good.
is there someone I can talk to?
I posted a banner in Discord.
Great, thanks.
Thanks. Could you be more
There's
subtle?
no response. Just standing there.
All right. Looking for my fucking skill. I was there. Performance. There we go.
I was trying to wingman for him there.
I saw that. I saw that. Trying to help your dad out. Good job.
31.
Ooh, you're gonna go over and just start playing along with her lute and then just kind of take over, huh?
I know.
Is there
What was that?
Something just shot off the table.
The table claps like, fuck you!
We just had something just go flying.
Yep, that's how we lose an eye,
That
folks.
was interesting. All right.
is there a barmaid or anything like that?
Nope. You see a very lightly purple tiefling. Yes. By the way, several. You see the human behind the bar. You see the gnome female. You see an older male gnome sitting in the middle of the bar.
Esteban,
me a wine.
what are you playing, buddy?
Quickly comes over and gives you a wine.
I am playing the Ballad of Sivril.
Something you've composed? All right.
It's an epic tale of the trials and tribulations of Sivril Valdane, as told by the wonderful, talented, and always correct Esteban San Jorge de la Vega.
Did you,
Okay.
you need more boastful?
No, I don't need to be more boastful.
I just need to be correct.
I am. So I rock it out.
Okay. While that's going on, you guys are kind of listening, and everybody's just kind of enjoying the music. He's playing amazingly well. The tiefling will get up and come walking towards Sunshine. Her tail kind of swishing back and forth.
And the sachet.
Yeah, kind of sashaying.
You're next to me, aren't you?
She's in really tight leathers.
I'm like,
I kind
haven't
of
had
have
teeth in a
the
while.
cup that the bartender gave me, and I'm just kind of like leaning and just watching Esteban play.
I took the seat that Esteban was in when he got up to play.
She's just kind of turning and she's like, he is really good. You were right. Oh my gosh.
should
Yeah,
see
you
what
know,
else
I'm
he
probably
can
going to sleep with him tonight. I'm just telling you.
do. That's great. Don't stay up too late.
Okay. You're not my dad.
Don't let the
is.
bed bugs bite.
He's not my dad.
No, never mind.
Allegedly.
Oh, is he your dad? Are you the
Allegedly.
kid? Oh my god.
Yeah, I was telling the truth.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. Your dad,
Allegedly, he's
mine
my
for the night. She just kind of goes,
Wow.
grabs her drink and goes walking out.
Your dad, mine for the night.
That's what she says. She goes walking over toward the stage, and this tiefling comes up to you and says, well met, traveler. Ignores
I
several.
stand up and just kind of start walking the back of the room,
Okay.
just to where I can just like stand and watch him play.
Hello.
I'm pretty sure, and she's got this something that she's smoking in this pipe that she seems to not want to put down. And I mean,
got
you
a
can.
drug addiction.
It's kind of, yeah, it's got a kind of acrid smell to it. Did I hear you ask for rooms?
I did.
You're not gonna find any here. You're gonna have to go a little ways across town. You kind of look a little out of place here, actually.
Oh, really? What gave you that idea?
Maybe the radiant, innocent-looking glow about you. Even the one trying to pull the prank seemed a little too innocent for this bar.
Innocent.
I'm very innocent. That is very correct.
Unless there's something in particular you're looking for.
There is.
Really? Such as?
Well, I'm not sure that you can help me with that. What's your name?
What's yours? And then we'll go from there.
I think mine's pretty obvious.
Maybe.
I just go with gut feeling there.
Shiny.
Close.
Well, Shiny, I'm Ash.
Ah, really?
Yes.
That's cute.
Exactly. It's pretty cute. We're kind of like oil and water, it seems. So that's why I'm wondering what you could be looking for here.
They call me Sunshine, by the way.
I dropped a bomb.
Really? Do they?
Yeah.
And what can you give me for what you need? She takes Sivril's seat and says, "'Cause I believe a lot of our patrons want you. But I'm always open for business for a trade and profit."
What do you mean?
That's where we're gonna leave off tonight, guys.
Oh.
Boo.
Sunshine sitting down with somebody as shady as she is bright. Everybody else listening to this wonderful ballad that Esteban is playing about Sivril. Esteban's son trying to be a good wingman. You're Nayla trying to keep El Gato outside of the bar.
Alleged son. Still yet to be proven. Alleged
Right.
son.
He's probably
we
got like
tease.
100 kids out there that he doesn't
But
know
yes,
about.
so Sunshine sitting down with this shady figure who apparently knows something.
Apparently.
And that's where we're going to pick up next week, guys. On Tuesday, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be out of the country. It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to be in the sun. And I'm going to leave this to somebody else to finish up on Tuesday next week, guys. Tune in.
Making us crazy.
Come see us. Hey, it's not my fault. Not my fault.
Totally your fault.
100% your fault.
Have a
See
good
ya.
Totally
Thank
is.
you.
Bye, guys.
Copy that raid. Copy that raid call.
Absolutely. Going for that raid. Thank you for our new viewers, guys. See you next week.
You know what? We didn't say this is bullshit.
We
Because
did.
it really
Chat
didn't
room.
end as bullshit, though.
No, this is actually an okay stop.
This is some okay shit.
And
I don't know.
Esteban's gonna get whatever that is.
I don't think so. I don't like this.
Yeah.
She's like half your size, dude.
Right?
It's just a helicopter.